Right, well, it's not Japan, it's China. It's China. Oh, goodness me. It says Japan, but it's China. That's a international incident. Another international incident on the stream. China GP watch-along. Will Verstappen win? We don't know, frankly. We just don't know. And the track's a little bit of an awkward one. Ah. Let's open that up. Yeah, now we got that big boy straight. Now we got the big boy straight. Oh, the map is Japan. It's raining in Japan, but people in China don't care. Shanghai. Goodness me, there's a big weather system in China. Let's show that. It's more dramatic. Hang on a second. Hang on. Boom. Nice. Now let me get the old chat up. Bear with me. Hello, everybody. Well, I don't think there's possible rain, but there's a lot of rain in China. There we go. Oh, it's good to be back on the old F1 streams. How are we doing, everyone? Theodorus van der Oosthuizen. I'm in top chat, not live chat. Amazing, great. I'm here. Seema Dragon, Ferrari. Secret Tifosi. Secret Shell employee. Funky Monkey's in the house. Martin Harmson, who was first in chat, let it be known. Gen X. All of Gen X in the chat. Franti Logenberg from Cape Town. Gabriella Dello, Chaya Kimono, Zarina, Tristan Davis. Hang on, South Africa. What is going on in South Africa today? Is there anyone in chat not from South Africa? Okay, Michael Vogel's from Mississippi, unless there's a Mississippi in South Africa as well. Morning campers from Matt McGuigan. Zarina's in Canada. It's like 2:30 a.m., 4 a.m. right now. I feel your pain, but I've been through this. I think this is going to be the last early start for me of the year. And I feel so fresh today. I feel so good right now. I just feel so good about today and the possibilities of having a whole day to do YouTube. The possibilities are almost endless. Hannah McGarry is hoping for Lando wins or Oscar McLaren for the win. So we've got a Papaya Army conscript in the house. Tons of echo. Is it echoing? Do we have tons of echo, or is it just me? If I was over here, was it echoing? Rudyard says, Ferrari supporters, let's go. Funky says everything looks and sounds good, stream-wise. Okay. Okay, Badger's figured out the echo. Kai Masinga's in the house from South Africa. Another South African. Raw Talk from Australia. Vlatka's in the house, 12-month membership badge. Mateo Russo from Manila in the Philippines. The Thriller in Manila is in the house. So, Badger, you got some sort of basically poltergeist in your house. I think you've got bigger things to worry about. So here we are at China. By the way, I was on the grid yesterday, last week, in Misano for the Formula E Prix, because there were two of them. So there's lots of content coming your way. So if you like motorsport content, there is loads coming. A lot of it coming on this channel, even more coming on the motorsport channel. So grid walks, drivers, talking about like how drivers cope mentally with sort of, you know, getting fired and coming back, how the steering wheels work, relationship with engineers, how team principals do, how they manage teams. So all the sorts of questions that you would hopefully expect me to ask have been asked and are being edited by me, which what I'm excited about today into videos for you to watch for free. If that sounds good, let me know in the chat. SHT, Alonso qualified 3rd in the Renault tractor behind both Red Bulls in China. 15 years later, he qualified 3rd in the Aston Martin behind both Red Bulls, but he's not in the Alpine anymore. He's not in the proper tractor, is he? But I see the point. Why did it say I have 86,000 subscribers on the left-hand side there? Why is it just invented like 1,000 subscribers? Deborah Brooks in Telford, hopefully above water. Matt McGuinn from Wiltshire. Cliff Chetty, another one from South Africa. I dare not even do the nations check. It's just going to be South African domination. It sounds like they should be doing an F1 race in Kyalami. Right, I need to get, speaking of F1, I need to get the F1 actually up. Otherwise I'm just chatting nonsense. Where is it? Here it is. F1. Who's on the grid? Oh, it's Gridwalk time. It's Sky haven't bothered to send out anyone, so it's Ted Kravitz with Montoya. Rosberg's out there. But mainly it's just 3 old blokes in a studio in West London. So frankly, may as well hang out here. If they can't be asked. Shall I congratulate on 85k? Yeah, on the big 85k. I think it happened when I was out in Italy. Which was awesome. I recorded a thank you video that I haven't uploaded yet because I've just been on the run. But I'll do that maybe as a members video. I don't know. Maybe that's not really appropriate because it's subscribers. We'll see. It's a weird thing about YouTube. I just want to say thank you to everyone who subscribed. But then that wouldn't be good for the algorithm. But I think I'll just release it anyway. Morning, Liam Connell. Hope we are well. Gradina S in the house as well. SHT talking about Formula E. Felt very bad for Nico Müller. Yes. Interested to know what people's perceptions were of those races if you watched them. The peloton. So when I was out there, I was getting lots of quotes and footage to make a video explaining peloton racing. But yeah, Cassidy over the line. I had a really, really, really good interview with Nick Cassidy. Like, incredible interview with Nick Cassidy. Where I repeated like the team radio he had last year when he was heartbroken. And stuff like that. So, you know, and he had a terrible first race, so... Yeah, feel bad for Nico, but feel good for Nick Cassidy, and it was an exciting finish in the last corner that I caught on camera, actually. Hannah McGarry, who do you think will win? I'm gonna controversially go Max Verstappen here. I'm not really feeling an upset. You can tell by the thumbnail for these streams kind of how I'm feeling generally. Zarina, bummer for Hamilton though. Yeah, well, he's got a lot to do here because he's starting P18. So you've got the grid on your left-hand side. If you want it, you can see who's starting where, and it ain't good for Hamilton. SHC Mahindra in the mud. Well, I was there with what's his name? I was there with Kushmani, Kushmani was there because he was meant to drive in the rookie test. So Kushmani is an F2 driver. He's doing okay in F2 this season. He's kind of up there. And so I interviewed him. So I started into said, "Look, really excited to see how you do in the car today." And he's like, "Oh, so I'm not driving today." And I was like, "What?" And then I quickly realised that it would have been Jordan King because Jordan King is coming in for Berlin. So that Kushmani was there to drive the car, and then he got removed from the test, I think, basically. So it's quite harsh on him. But anyway, asked him about the "My name is Jeff" radio message, so we know the backstory of that now. C is in the house. It's 2:40 AM at the moment, so I'm practically half asleep. Has it started yet? No, it hasn't started, but I've missed the 40-minute timer as well, so I can't even see a time here. It's too early. My clocks have not turned on. The car's on the grid right now. Can we do a countdown? Can we do a countdown in the chat? What? I don't have any means of telling the time. Hang on. 18 minutes to go. There are 18 minutes to go. It starts on the hour. What's the weather saying? Cloudy. Very overcast. Could there be rain? I don't know. I mean, look at the rain coming from the southwest. How quickly will it move? How angry? We don't know. SXT Roland has surprised me this year. Oh my god, I was with Nissan both days in qualifying. Roland, second day. Oh my god. There'll be a video on that. Running out of energy on the last lap because of a glitch on the grid. Yeah, but Roland's just a beast, but I just wonder how much that that non-finish is going to cost him in the season, because he was leading the championship. But it's a very dramatic weekend at Formula E, basically. But lots of Formula E content coming, and Porsche Motorsport content, and Nissan. Cliff Chetty, being a Ferrari fan, I will also say Max to win. He has the perfect car with the pace. So we're feeling some Max. There's not a lot going on in the grid, by the way. It's not a classic grid walk here. Seema's wondering if Sainz will beat Leclerc. Well, who do we think is going to finish third? So Aston Martin have got a... What are they doing? Drilling their car or something? Is that within part Fermi? Or are they heating it? Doing something to the... They might be cutting the side pods or something. The other engineers haven't gathered around to hide it from the camera. Oh, now they're trying to hide it. Yeah, so maybe they are doing something a little bit naughty. Because they've been told to just stand around. They've even got the social media admin. Something naughty, perhaps, going on from Aston Martin. Seema saying Perez might finish third. Well, hang on, who's going to finish second then? Something very odd is going on in the Aston Martin now. Now all the engineers are sort of gathered around to create a wall, so you can't see what's going on. But it looked like there was a guy with a handheld drill, or some handheld power tool, doing something to the floor by the side pod on the right-hand side of the car. Which seems quite unusual to do that late in the day. Wonder what Mike Crack would have to say about it. Liam said, Pit Pipeline just gave me some tickets to the pit lane at the Fanatec GT Championship at Brands Hatch. Well, that sounds incredible to see those GT cars up close. So that is an amazing win from Pipeline. Fun day out. Oh, Pirelli did. Okay. Serena hoping that Ferrari gets a podium, especially with the way this week has been going. We will see. Hoping Nando gets a podium today. By the way, Yuki Tsunoda all the way down in P19. Hamilton P18. Albon up there in P14. Look at the Alpines come up. Even though there's a big old straight here. The Alpines have done okay. Hulkenberg again in the top 10. Bottas up there. Ricciardo massively out-qualifying Tsunoda. Maybe this is the redemption of Ricciardo. Welcome KCR Simba. In the house. Liam's heading for chaos in the rain. Is that at Brands Hatch or here? Keep an eye on that rain. If it starts to move. Remember, we are going to be 1.5 hours of the race, something like that. Tanzila Sahi in the house as well. Yes, indeed. Black, I guess he's fallen asleep yesterday off stream and almost missed today's. Goodness me. But here in time, I think it is the Chinese anthem time. Is the Chinese anthem a banger? Oh my goodness, the grandstands are absolutely packed. You love to see it. Chat, do we know if the Chinese anthem is a banger? Is it a certified banger or not? I can't hear it, so I don't know. What do we think of the national anthem of China? I'm going to guess it's a banger. I just feel like they wouldn't not have a banger. It's an important thing. What do we think? All the drivers are at the front, listening to the anthem intently. China says rain forecast in China is 20% according to Dutch live blog. We will see. Oh, they've got a load of kids dressed in space outfits singing the anthem. 20%. Right, Anthem's done. Anthem is done. So the drivers will return to the cars. Everyone sits in the grandstands. You wouldn't want to be sitting there, would you? Guan Yu Zhou for the stake team. Is it kick or stake? I can't remember. Cliff Chetty, guys, we have to be behind Guan Yu Zhou. He's driving in front of his home. You've had an absolute nightmare there in that message. I can tell you that for free. Welcome, Gary Lee. Good to see you. Snowline in the house as well. Chinese GP. We are just... Oh, I'd say 11 minutes away. I'd say 11 minutes as the tracksuit army makes its way down the grid, down the home straight. Where are they going? We don't know. Someone's got an Insta 360 in the crowd there. The fans look to be absolutely loving it. Nico Hulkenberg starting P9. He's getting ready. Won't. Kiryu says, I'm a bit late, but welcome. Tanzila says he's in Russia. And I've just got a glimpse of the trophy here, which I think is worn around the neck. It's quite a weird trophy. But yeah, if you want the vibe of what it feels like to be on the grid in these moments, I've got videos coming for you on that. That I think are some of the best videos I will have ever produced. Just the footage is incredible. You'll know what I mean when you see it. Great, and the grandstands are packed. Madness. Liam, we need the green flag guy from Suzuka Grid kind of energy. Yes, we need him at the back. Taking no nonsense. But yeah, good to be back in China, here in Shanghai. I mean, for us, proverbially, obviously. Very interesting first sector here in China. I mean, just look at the first sector. Goodness me. It's one of these ones where if you hang it around the outside, at some point it becomes the inside. Daniel Ricciardo is stretching like a monk. David Joe Klotz in the house, Semlich in the house as well. Ferrari fans, Marine Ranch says Tifosi demands a double podium. So we got Marine Ranch as the official Tifosi spokesperson saying that the Tifosi have demanded a double podium here. That's just come in. Issued. Other teams are on notice. What do any McLaren fans, what do the Papaya Army think about that? Is that an aggressive move by the Tifosi? Because you want a double podium, you're denying anyone else a double podium. Someone's doing their laces. I think it's Charles Leclerc doing his laces. Not something you often see. Kind of last minute. But yeah, the car, everyone is sort of filtering off the grid now, apart from the key mechanics. I mean, the Ferraris don't have any tyres on them yet, so leaving them in the cooker, well, they'll be nicely cooked. Then they'll take them out, put them on the car under blankets. So they'll have their procedure to keep as much heat as possible in the tyres. They don't leave anything to chance, basically. Oh, they're still working on the Aston Martin! They're still working on the Aston! Oh, this isn't good. There's some jobbing going on the Aston Martin on the right-hand side with just 9 minutes to go. It's the same man who's working on the floor. He's now polishing it. So maybe they had some sort of Dremel, some sort of cut. Is that legal? Is that within part of firmware conditions to change the floor of your car? I think... Very interesting there from Aston Martin. I'm not sure about that one, to be honest. I'm not sure. Working in Deadpool. Are they not using tyre warmers? I don't know. Oh, George Russell's got a hairband on. In WEC, they did not use them last year when I was at the Spa 6 hours and everyone crashed. The idea is it's not good for energy, but then the teams were like, look, we'll just slap a load of solar panels on the roof. Which I guess incentivizes them. Andrew Minim, hey, why are you live? I would still want to say I enjoy your sim content. Thank you very much, Andrew. Lots of sim content coming. We'll be back in the studio for the studio goodness. Shashank, I'm still in love with the Merc team. Very nice. Welcome Dutch Lion as well. Right, chat, let's do it then. Let's do a nations check at this point. Let's do an official nations check. With just a few minutes to go. So let us know where in the world you're watching from. Let us know where in the world. And I just feel like it's going to be a South African domination. But I wonder if Netherlands are going to come back in here. Well, Netherlands coming in first. Australia, Finland, Philippines, South Africa, India, France, Germany, Philippines, England, UK, Boston, Amsterdam, Philippines. Is that double Philip? No, two separate Philippines. Netherlands, UK, Canada, Switzerland, Croatia, UK, USA. So maybe actually Netherlands have it so far. Belgium, Texas, USA, South Africa. Keep them coming in. Netherlands. I think Netherlands are going to win this one. USA. Or maybe the USA have it actually. Sweden, Great Britain. Another Philippines. What is going on in the Philippines? Marshall Islands, but is South African. Essentially, if you're curious, Fernando received damage on the floor when a stone hit it, and now it's being repaired. Okay. Philippines. Is that the fourth of it? Something is going on in the Philippines, and I'm concerned. USA, Seattle, USA, Netherlands, South African, Washington, Indians, South Africa. No worries, Seema. New Jersey. Ryan Garcia coming in. Is there anything he can't do? Brisbane. I think that's going to go for Netherlands, but I think Philippines might be coming in a sensational second there. I think for the first time we might see the Philippines on the podium. So, wow, huge. Well, Cliff just coming from South Africa. So, there are 5 minutes to go till the race start, everyone. Kabir says Lewis is the 18th the most washed driver. So what you're saying is, relatively speaking, he's very not washed. Because he's 18th out of 20th. Uganda, India. Another Mar Howard Patino from the Philippines. What's going on right now with Aston Martin, where it sounds like they're fixing some damage to Fernando's car on the sort of floor on the right hand side. Yeah, no worries. But if you want to say someone's washed, you gotta get it right, basically. You gotta get it right. So we're very close now till the start of the Chinese GP. I'm excited to be here. Back in China. Cliff is going to be in the Philippines. What is happening? What is this the year of the Philippines or something? Fitbit from Netherlands. So many members, by the way, in the house. I really appreciate it. It's very cool to see. LA Thorn, will we see a return to Manu Cause? I didn't really like Manu Cause, so I'm kind of ambivalent about that. Hannah McGarry from Scotland, Portugal, Canada. A Tifosi from India. Mark Howell says Filipinos are poor, so we couldn't afford F1 TV. I didn't. I don't. Is that the case? Well, we're all here in the stream, regardless. Derek says China. Are you at the track? Liam would love to see Mangi Course. That's a circuit I don't know too much about. Peter's from Earth. Sharkin misses being green. Life's good when green. Just a few minutes to go, everyone. Vancouver, Canada. Should there be a Vancouver Grand Prix? T-minus 5 minutes, yeah. 2 DRS zones here. One on the pit straight and one on the long back straight. We are going to see... You're not going to be able to hold people up here. So if Fernando... I think Fernando Alonso could move backwards as he tends to in the races here. So you're not going to have a Fernando Alonso train. So whether this means it all strings out, we'll have to see. Brian from the Gold Coast. Isabel Flug would love a return to Hockenheim, but don't think it's happening. I don't understand how Hockenheim doesn't have a... Is there no German Grand Prix right now? It's just beggars belief how Nürburgring GP, Hockenheim... What? Why is there no German... Like, has no one ever... Why is there no German Grand Prix? It doesn't make any sense. Welcome to Davina James. The Chinese race is always a good one. Okay, good. The portents are good then. The omens are good. Serena wants a Toronto Grand Prix. Henny, F1 TV should be free to be made more accessible. Yeah, but who's going to pay the driver salaries, my friend? Liam, I'm using predictive text. Magnicores isn't one the Koreans are familiar with. Who remembers the Korean Grand Prix? Who remembers the Indian Grand Prix? Korean Grand Prix? Turkish Grand Prix? Back in the day. GYG, we used to have an IndyCar rate. The city stopped it. The mayor was like, not on my watch. None of this motorsport nonsense. Okay, chat. We are just a few minutes away. Let's do a couple of things. Let's try and push the likes up to 100 likes. Let's go for 100 likes. Let's try and go big on the likes today. So if you're watching, you haven't destroyed the like button, feel free to absolutely smash it. And please also share the stream. So under the stream, there should be a share button, like a red share button. Please share it on Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Insta, whatever your platform is. Just hit share and just say, hey, I'm following the Chinese Grand Prix today. So if you've got any mates that, you know, want to hang out and might also enjoy this, let's let them know. You can tag me in it as well. I'm on all the platforms. So you can tag me in it. I normally get notifications right now, which is very cool to see. Davina remembers the Argentinian Grand Prix. Oh my goodness me. Portugal Grand Prix. What do I think about Kick F1? I don't think too much of it. Either way. Funky saying a few drizzles on track, according to Max. Yeah, we are going to start soon. You are going to see the cars moving. In fact, might already be moving. So we'll see. I'm 40 seconds delayed on the Formula 1 broadcast is basically 40 seconds delayed. It's 1 AM for Snowline. Deadpool's going Science P3. Isabel, Germany has a lot more environmental restrictions. Yeah, when I was in Berlin last year for Formula E, there were environmental campaigners at Formula E who went onto the track as the grid was about to start the race. Dangerous. Right. I'm about to see the cars move off. Top 10 of the grid starting on medium tyres. Welcome to Swaggy Nachos. Chat, we're so close to 100 likes. We can do it as the Rolex ticks over to 3 PM UK time. Max Verstappen moves off the grid. So we are on the formation lap right now. However, I just want to confirm how it's going to work. The live timings will be absolutely live. So you will be able to follow what happened in the live timings. I'm going to see what happens in the live pictures and I'll catch you up. So I will be a little bit delayed. Looks like a two-stop is going to be the strategy. Medium, hard, medium. Maybe medium, medium, hard as well. Or if anyone started on the softs, maybe softs, hard, hard. What is going on the grid? It looks like cars are trying to avoid each other. Has someone stalled on the grid? I don't think so. Surely I would see pictures of it. C says, let's go Fernando on podium. Seema confirming Drizzle. Drizzle confirmed. Nice. Jack watched that. Deadpool smashed the like. 100 likes, everyone. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thrive podium. Brian says Oscar's too nice. Needs to find his inner killer. I think Oscar is quietly. I like Oscar. I like how Oscar goes around his business. To be honest. But yeah, now's the time to get your support out because we are going to start imminently as Max Verstappen comes to a crawl because I think he's gone ahead too quickly, perhaps, and he's trying to let everyone catch up as they go down the back straight, as I see on my pictures here. For some reason, they haven't opened up the grandstands on the banking around the corner onto the big straight. I'm not sure I've ever seen it full, so it just sort of exists, but I think maybe the Chinese promoters like to see grandstands absolutely packed, so they've limited it to the big ones. Sold out event. Sold out event. Stroll, Hamilton, Tsunoda and Sargent are on softs. Okay. Well, let's see how the drizzle's going to be. If we think back to Zandvoort last year, Red Bull did a really good job with Verstappen, did a very bad job with Perez in super mixed conditions. So we will see. So bear in mind, you are going to see the standings go before me, and then I'm going to catch up. I'm going to let you know the live pictures, and I'll catch up. Because as I see it, Max Verstappen is approaching the front of the grid to take his grid slot. Cliff saying Max can't handle rain. Are you saying Max is washed? So in my screen, Max has taken the grid slot in P1. That's what I have on my screen, and then the McLaren's come in, so it's going to be a long grid procedure. It looks like a sergeant in the pit lane or something. Right, I'm not going to look at the live timings. You can look at that. I'm going to see what I see on my screen. Welcome, Catty UG. Good to see you. Welcome, Albion. You guys and girls know how this works, though. But China's GP is factually underway right now. But I'm going to just let you know the pictures of the start as I see it, so I can describe it for you. As on my screen, the last couple of cars are coming in. Must be Tsunoda at the back. And the red Mercedes safety car, man with the green flag, walks across with swagger. 5 red lights. Red lights go out on my screen, so Max Verstappen gets a really good start. Sweeps across Sergio Perez. Fernando Alonso goes to the outside of Perez, but won't be able to get past. Oh, no, he does get past around the outside. Bold move from Alonso. He's got the downforce. Almost neck and neck with Max Verstappen. Fernando Alonso just does go around the outside of the first few corners, as I said earlier, and then he gets the inside. So Fernando Alonso catches Sergio Perez napping and goes up to P2. That is actually sensational from Alonso. I mean, he's caught Perez napping there. And now you've got Norris who's trying to go side by side with Perez. Perez looks to be struggling a little bit at the start. Not sure why that is. So as we go down the back straight, I'll have to see what happens here. Didn't look to be much contact down the field, I have to say. But yeah, Fernando Alonso with a big ball move round the outside. I think it's then pretty much as we were. A lot of jostling in the back there. One of the state cars must be Guan Yu Zhou. Dives up the inside of a Haas, which would be Kevin Magnussen. Oh, Deadpool, thank you so much for the £2. I really appreciate it, my friend. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Please do like that and hit the heart button. Honestly, any donation is so valuable, and it keeps this channel able to do what we're doing. So I massively appreciate it, my friend. It goes a long way. I'm just one guy here, so I'm not a multinational corporation or something. But yeah, now let me catch up with you now. Now you can see Alonso. So this has been great news for Verstappen. Are we going to see an Alonso train, or are we going to see the DRS mean he just filters back? But Verstappen is clearing house at the front. Chat, please get your claps out in chat there for Deadpool for the donation. Very generous. Yeah, Alonso's up there. Look at the Ferraris. I mean, I think China are a big market for Ferrari, so they'll want to move forward. But Fernando Alonso, he's in the mood. He's vibing today. As George Russell did a half-hearted move on Oscar Piastri. Didn't make any sense there. Not sure what he was trying to do. Different helmet for George Russell here. Bit of a red helmet. Hamilton dropped to 19. Oh my goodness me. What is going on with Lewis Hamilton? Is he washed? And if you're Ferrari, are you like thinking, I'm not sure I really want this guy in my F1 car next year? Maybe. Welcome back, Sharkin. Welcome back to the premium experience. No, I'm trying to be sustainable here. Hamilton already on the radio saying, I'm making no ground with this tyre. He's on the soft tyre. This could be the worst race in Lewis Hamilton's career. This could be terrible. Isabel Paflug saying Max is going to win by a good 20 seconds today. And that's why Isabel Flug was saying, I'm not sure why Carlos Sainz would want to go to Red Bull, I believe. Because who would want to go head-to-head with Max Verstappen right now? Max saying, wash can be. Chat, let's ask the question right now. Is Lewis Hamilton washed? Is Lewis Hamilton washed? Just let us know. Your boy is being hounded by Logan Sargent here. Go on, Logan. For the banter, it would be great. Albert, this guy is moving like a everywhere on the brakes. So Albon isn't happy with Esteban Ocon. Fernando Alonso still keeping Sergio Perez at bay. And look at Piastri dropping back. So are we going to see Russell, Leclerc and Sainz try and move past Piastri? Dutchline says yes. Mel Lane, I think his time is up. Johnny says nope. Brian, no. Won't Kireth says kinda. We're not on the fence here, Kireth. It's not that sort of stream. Fitbit says no. Akoyu King says yes. Alice like he ain't washed, having a hard time. Zarina no. Derek yes. Deadpool no. Simba saying remember Lewis saying still I rise. Maybe next year. Imagine if Lewis wins the title for Ferrari next year. Still I rise. Isabel Flug, I think the Mercedes really bad. He's kind of checked out. Yeah, but George Russell's up in P6. Bert Burson, Hamilton's washed, dried, ironed, and put her back in the wardrobe. Wow. Dry cleaned. So Verstappen is 3.3 seconds ahead. By the way, look at the lap times here. Verstappen 40.4. Guan Yu Zhou 43.9. So 3 seconds faster. Mugen, he showed he still has it in the sprint race. Well, he said he made some bold changes to the car in an attempt to fix the setup, and it went worse. He was like, it can't possibly go worse. It's like an F1 manager, where you just do everything on the opposite end of the spectrum. Brian, how can that question even be valid? Fine, questions are always valid. You should always have the right to ask a question, in my opinion. So yeah, top 8 cars on medium tyres, and Lance Stroll is on the softs, by the way. As you can see, Lance Stroll on the soft tyre. So interesting strategy. Lewis Hamilton, oh my goodness, I'm on board with him. He cannot take the same lines as Guan Yu Zhou ahead of him. He's out of the, it looks like the car's overheating already or something, because he's staying out of the slipstream. It looks like either the car is that difficult to drive, or he's having a little bit of a strop and making a point. I think it might be one of those. Let's go Lando. Okay, yes. Welcome to the Let's Go Lando crew. Ricardo struggling. MRF Hamilton should really have a go in a different series. You know what? I had dinner with the chairman and founder of Formula E. Just one-on-one, just me and him, by chance. And I asked him about Lewis Hamilton. I'm not sure I can repeat. I'm not sure I can repeat what was said. But I said, would it be, is that something that Formula E would be interested in, getting a Lewis Hamilton? I had to ask the question. Verstappen stops for lunch in round 28. Right, a DRS open, so Perez has a DRS open, and yeah, I think a home straight. He doesn't do it in the home straight, so when does Perez get this done? When did Perez get this done then? So he didn't get it done the home straight. Is he going to dive up the inside in the little corkscrew? No, he doesn't get it done there. Very weird lines from Alonso. Norris saying, looks like Alonso is pushing the tyres a lot more than us. Yeah, Alonso looks like he's doing some very weird lines. And Perez was able to dive up the inside in the corner that you wouldn't normally expect. It wasn't even DRS assisted. I wonder if Alonso is punishing the tyres too much. I've seen Lewis Hamilton taking some weird lines. He's got ahead of Kevin Magnussen now, though. Welcome, Mark Malika. Welcome aboard. Yes. Okay, so that unleashes Sergio Perez now. So it's a Red Bull 1-2. DRS is open. So will we see Lando Norris get into the provisional podium spot as well? Isabel Paflug says, when Lewis retires, he's retiring for good, I think. He has so many different projects and doesn't seem as interested in other drivers. Vettel would be a good fit. Yes, he would, actually. We saw Felipe Massa go to Formula E. So Sky is showing some replays of the start now. So keep an eye on Lando Norris. Looks like there's a bit of a difference in the package between Lando and Oscar Piastri here. Piastri is being hounded by George Russell. And then you've got Leclerc and Carlos Sainz as well. So a bit of a Piastri train. Goodness me, Lance Stroll just squeezed Hülkenberg off the track there on the exit of a corner. I think Hülkenberg will be complaining. Yeah, the Aston ran me off track. Copy that, Nico reported. And I do think Nico could, Lance Stroll could be in trouble. Having a look here of Hamilton, he must be getting past Kevin Magnussen, round the outside of Magnussen at a corner. I mean, the Chinese track is so good for sort of forcing you to, allowing bold drivers to overtake. Because the outside becomes the inside. You can't just defend the line. It's not like Monaco. You can defend all the way around. It's a very, very well-designed circuit, I have to say. Obviously, in COVID, I think they were a bit... weren't willing to have the risk of COVID spreading, I think. CJ Yang asking the real questions. Any rain coming? Well, you've got the live satellite there. I can't see any rain on track. It is still overcast, though. Hannah, I think Alonso might back down at some point and Lando takes third. I'm not sure about backing down per se, but I think Lando is just going to try and have him. Has Sargent spun yet? No, he hasn't. But it's nicely packaged. You look at the gap between Albon to Logan Sargent. It's not that big. We get a great perspective of things in Formula 1 with the looking at the data and the timings. Again, we've got sort of Verstappen in the class of his own. Then we've got Perez to Sainz. Is sort of a rough field. And then really you have Stroll all the way back is another sort of lower midfield. So you have sort of Verstappen, upper midfield, and then lower midfield. And we see it time and time again. And it's only really apparent when you look at the data. What happened to Ricciardo? He's lost a few positions. I don't think anything massive has happened. Alex says Hamilton for the win if it rains. Look, if it rains here, and apparently Dutch media were saying 20% chance, well, all bets are off. Because big opportunities for people in the midfield to call it going onto those tyres. Let me pin that. That's a pinnable message there. If I ever saw one. Pin that message. So still Lando Norris not able to get past... Oh, he does now. Into turn 1 it looks like. Oh, sorry, no, into the hairpin after the long straight. So Lando Norris getting past Alonso. Is that going to give DRS back to Alonso? I don't think it matters. So Lando is now up to P3. So if you're part of the Papaya army, Papaya, then you're happy right now because Lando's on the podium. And to be honest, that could be your podium. But there's going to be pit stops here. We are anticipating a 2-stop. I'm just going to see the move on Lando. So DRS flicks open. Fernando Alonso looking in the mirrors a lot. Goes defensive a little bit, but doesn't go defensive enough. It's quite a wide straight. And Lando up the inside. Nice done on the brakes. Pretty much a regulation move there. Won't Kiri says, I wanted an Alonso podium. Letitia Del Wormit, I love watching your vids. You have amazing energy. Yes. Just water. That's it. Recently, I've started drinking coffee, but until a few months ago, I didn't even have coffee. Just pure aqua. Looking at a replay here of... what is this? An Alpine on a Williams here. So, Gasly on Albon. Gaz saying he pushed me wide, he just ran me off the track. That's on the exit of the hairpin after the long straight. But I think Gasly may have still got the move done. No, he didn't. He didn't in the end, so maybe a report coming in. Isabel Plug saying, bar any surprises, P3 is the best any non-Red Bull can do. I have to agree with your assessment. I have to agree with your assessment, Isabel Plug. I think that's very astute. And you'd be fooled if anyone is trying to tell you otherwise. So, there we go. C says, I believe in you, Alonso. Message going through to Alonso there. Hannah, I'm thinking Lando could take a win if he tries as hard. The thing is about Lando is, when the opportunity is there, it's few and far between. he doesn't take it. Yeah? So in Australia, he wasn't there to take it. When there was an opportunity for a race win, because Verstappen's brake blew out, he didn't take it. In Sochi versus Hamilton, he didn't take it. So Lando Norris has now got this reputation of being this guy who he can't win a race. Like, he's not a young rookie anymore. He's very experienced in Formula 1, over 100 races. I think he's may already have the most like race starts or podiums or something without a victory. So he's becoming stereotyped there. So today may be one of those days, as we see some people pitting, by the way, in the midfield. So that will, what have they gone on to? So soft Sahara, stuff like that. That will cause a chain reaction as, oh my goodness me, George Russell getting overtaken by Charles Leclerc. Leclerc almost lost his front wing doing that. So Charles Leclerc has got past George Russell. And the Albon Gasly incident is under investigation. That is Alex Albon being under investigation for running Pierre Gasly wide. Neil Widge, thanks to the channel. You're really humble, dedicated support. Thanks so much, Neil. We're going to be here forever following Formula 1. Make sure to subscribe as well if you're watching and someone's just done it. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more F1, more motorsport, more sim racing. That's the channel. F1, motorsport, sim racing in different orders. But that is what you get. What do you think about the F1 races in Russia? I mean, it was always pretty much a boring circuit. It's just the one where it rained, to be honest. It was the exciting one. Otherwise, I wasn't particularly enamoured by the circuit, to be honest with you. Hannah wants a McLaren on the podium. Johnny the Organism always drinks a little rum before 10 AM, which makes me a pirate and not an alcoholic. Okay, if you're in international waters. Guan Yu Zhou is last right now, but that's because... here we go. Right, the precipitation of pit stops has begun, as people don't want to be undercut. So the lower midfield is going through the pit stops, and they're worried about undercut. So Bottas was worried about being undercut by Hülkenberg. Same with Lance Stroll. Hamilton's gone through that period, and somehow he's come out second last, but Kevin Magnussen and Logan Sargent still to box. Pierre Gasly and Daniel Ricciardo very much at risk of being undercut. So will we see them box this lap, or are they going to do a different strategy? Or maybe their teammates were boxing so they couldn't double stack. So we're seeing that lower midfield go through, but the upper midfield don't have to worry about being undercut there. Lando's not on the list for most race starts without a win, not yet. Maybe it's podiums or something, I can't remember. But there's some stat he's getting dangerously close to. Which ain't the stat you want, really. How did Yuki just use 4 places? Probably pitted. Probably he boxed. Box. Welcome to Daniel Dector. First time here. Let's go, Lando! The Papaya Army are in force in China on a expedition. Paratroopers. There we go. Confirmed. Lando has the most podiums without a win. Nate says Hülkenberg, Max and Stroll are still a fair bit ahead of Norris as far as race starts without win goes. He's working his way up though. Stroll is ahead. True. Has Stroll had more top 2s than Lando? I don't know. He overtook Heidfeld. Okay, right. What's going on with the race then? So now we have Carlos Sainz all over. So look at the Ferraris come through now. So we're going to see Carlos Sainz almost inevitably get past Russell here on the big straight, I would imagine. And then Charles Leclerc is going to put pressure on Piastri. So I wonder if Charles Leclerc is going to make his way past Piastri and Alonso and end up in P4. So will Lando Norris be under pressure from Charles Leclerc? Because the difference between them is only about 7 seconds. Hamilton on the radio saying that was the worst tyre, man. He's now on the mediums. Let's see what he thinks in the mediums there. A little bit naughty, perhaps, because I imagine he would have been on board with the strategy, but he's sort of like dunking his team on the radio there for making it sound like it was all their fault. I would say that relationship has been well and truly ended. Which is astonishing when you think 7-time world champions constructors. He's a 6-time world champion with Mercedes, but all good things come to an end, don't they? The Mercedes divorce is real. What's the pit delta? I don't actually know, Gary. I don't actually know. But it's a fairly straightforward one here because... Actually, it's not a straightforward one, is it? Because the pit entry is a bit weird. Right, here comes Alonso and Russell. So Alonso and Russell come in. That's going to unleash Carlos Sainz for free. Gasly's in as well at the back. So we've seen Alonso and Russell pit. Is that going to force Piastri, Leclerc and Sainz to box as well? So keep an eye on that. Actually, Carlos Sainz... sorry, Charles Leclerc had already made his way. But yeah, Leclerc is ahead of Piastri. So that was a move on track for position. So there come Russell and Alonso out. Oh my goodness, Russell and Alonso are behind Sargent and Magnussen and Ricciardo because Ricciardo, Magnussen and Sargent haven't pitted yet. Lando could have won the sprint yesterday but had a certified Sochi moment. 8 World Championships for Mercedes. Is that right? I thought it was 6 for Hamilton, 1 for Rosberg. Am I getting that right? Welcome Harsha, Cole, Glenn Morgan, Daniel Detzer as well. Welcome everyone. But yeah, you can see here that Alonso is going to be trying to have to get past Sargent here, and depends what these lads want to do. Meanwhile, Lando Norris is not that far behind Sergio Perez. He's not that far behind, 3 seconds behind. So here comes Alonso, going to try and get past Sargent on the back straight. There's no requirement for Sargent to let Alonso through here. This is for position. This is for position. But Alonso does get past on the back straight. I'm having a look here at Yuki Tsunoda. Oh my goodness, very unsafe release from Tsunoda there. To be fair, it's an unsafe release from RB Cash App. It was Tsunoda somehow who avoided pulling out. Oh my goodness, they're going to get a penalty for that. That could have been a huge crash. I think it might have been Guan Yu Zhou or Bottas coming straight in. It was very dangerous times in the pit lane there. And I think Yuki Tsunoda is inevitably going to get a big penalty for that one. Right, Sargent does box now. But where is Fernando Alonso? Where is Fernando Alonso? There he is. He's behind Kevin Magnussen. He's still got to get past K-Mag. That's not someone you want to be behind for sure. That ain't somebody you want to have to overtake for position. If you remember going back to Saudi Arabia. Harsha saying age is just a number. Billa saying Oscar, you can get that P4. Come on. Lando is close to P2. I believe in you. Well, you have to send him a lot of belief there. Lewis Hamilton struggling to get past Tsunoda. He has done now though. Was it a DRS assisted down the pit straight? Gonna have a look here coming into turn 1. Hamilton tries to go around the outside. Does sweep round the outside. So it's one of the round the outside moves into turn 1. It's a great play. Verstappen boxes. So Verstappen boxes. Lando Norris will inherit the lead of the Grand Prix here. So Lando Norris leads the Chinese Grand Prix. Wow. Okay. So obviously Verstappen and Perez, and there was basically a double stack there. So very focused strategy from Red Bull. That's what they wanted to do. It's going to put Perez behind quite a bit of traffic, and it's going to promote... Well, Verstappen has come out behind Piastri. I think he's behind Piastri. Leclerc happy to go longer if he wants. So Leclerc's feeling good on the tyres. So, remember, Verstappen has done his pit stop. Norris still needs to pit, but adding some variables in here. I'm having a look at the double stack. Great job by the team at Red Bull there to double stack that. Obviously, they had a little bit of margin, but still a lot of tyres flying around the place. So, opportunity to mess it up, which they haven't. So, are we going to see Piastri hold up Verstappen here and help his teammate Lando Norris? Are we going to see the return of 8D chess to Formula 1? Let's see down the back straight. Pit delta is 26 seconds. Okay, welcome Victoria Borokov. Who am I rooting for? Well, I always like to see something different. But let's see Oscar Piastri. What's he going to do down the big straight here? Verstappen will have DRS. Will Piastri defend it? Will Piastri defend it? No, it seems. Or irrelevant. Because Verstappen's gone maybe round the outside. We'll see. So Lando won't be too pleased about the weak chocolate teapot defence of Oscar Piastri. He might be boxing anyway. Well, Piastri, Sainz, Leclerc and Norris still to box. I'm on board here with Alonso, who was trying to get past a Williams. Must be Alex Albon. Went up the inside. Don't know why that was the replay. Alpine struggled with a pit stop there. Oh my goodness, someone got run over at Alpine. Someone got run over at Alpine. Oh, goodness me, what's happened here? Who's got run over? Oh, dearie me. It's just terrible at Alpine. I don't know how this has happened. I think it would Gasly. I think Gasly tried to drive off before his right rear was connected, and he ran over the man trying to put his right rear on. So, not fantastic scenes there at Alpine, I have to say. Suboptimal pit stop. Even the most ardent Alpine fan would say that is suboptimal. Ricciardo's pitted, so he's one of that contingent at the top that's pitted. Kevin Magnussen has not pitted yet, I believe, so he's riding high. But Hulkenberg's looking pretty good. So am I correct in thinking Hulkenberg has a pit stop in hand here over Magnussen? Andy Black makes it more interesting for the watchers who hit the like button during the stream. Israel Flug, rear tyre wasn't fitted properly. Jack fell off. Mechanic is okay though. Okay, good to hear the mechanic's okay after getting run over. Should Bottas go back to Mercedes? Why not? I say let's do it. So interesting moment in the race here, because Verstappen is going to try and get past Leclerc. Verstappen has just gone 2.5 seconds quicker than Lando Norris, to give you an indication of pace. But is Charles Leclerc... this championship is done. This championship is... You may as well just award it to Max Verstappen right now on the plate. Because as a combination, him and the Red Bull, they're just so much quicker than anyone else here. Verstappen gets past Charles Leclerc pretty easily, it seems. Remember, Verstappen literally has a pit stop ahead of those drivers. Like, Verstappen could pit again and still be ahead of Charles Leclerc. Do GT cars have DRS? I think some DTM cars at some point have had DRS, or some, like the Audi RS whatever, when I've driven it, has a DRS function. Janos, just give him the trophy and let the others race. Davina, the Mercedes is just a dog of a car. Russell is a fast driver. The car is just not performing. I have a look here with Verstappen. How did he get the move done on Leclerc? It was up the inside. To be fair, Leclerc didn't defend. But this is the thing. All the drivers are so matey these days. Let's say Charles Leclerc was going to defend like a dog against Max Verstappen now. It would just be awkward on the private jet back, because they all share the same private jet. They're all friends, behind the scenes. It would just be awkward. So Charles Leclerc's probably like, I don't want to... It's just going to be awkward. I'll just let him go. Whereas back in the day, you'd have drivers who would just be like, you ain't getting past. I don't care if we're not going to be mates. I'm not here to make friends. I bring my friends to the track. I'm here to compete. So, it is kind of disappointing for me to see drivers just not really defend. And maybe this is the over sort of sports science-ation of like racing, where it's all about the optimal race that you can drive, like a time trial. Like, we want to finish the race in 1 hour, 23 minutes and 25 seconds, 0.8. That's our optimal strategy. So don't hold anyone up. Don't get held up. Hamilton, I can't even catch him, mate. This car is so slow. Hamilton having a little cry in the car there. GP Max is such a bro match by comparison. Yeah, indeed. Remember the start of the season, Red Bull with a team imploding. Someone's having a crumpet in the stands. Depressed Alien says, go Forza Ferrari. Alex, has Toto called up Rosberg and offered him a seat? Do you think he would take it? Yeah, I reckon. Rosberg's had some time out. What a shout that would be. The return of the Ros. Oscar Piastri's pitted, by the way. So Piastri's pitted. Does that mean that Perez has a pit stop on Carlos Sainz as well? I think it means Perez has a pit stop on Carlos Sainz. So the Red Bulls here are just obscene. Hi, Wizard says, come on, Lando. Lyra says, Sainz versus Perez. Yeah, good observation there. Chat, who are we supporting right now? Let us know in the chat who we're supporting. Because Max Verstappen has a 39.5. That is 2 seconds quicker than Charles Leclerc. And it is 3 seconds quicker than Carlos Sainz. Is Sainz boxing? Yeah, Sainz is boxing now. So Sergio Perez has a pit stop in hand over Carlos Sainz. Verstappen overtook Leclerc. Yeah, he did. Yeah, Lando Norris still leading. To be fair, you know, Lando is well ahead here of Leclerc and well ahead of Sainz. So it's looking pretty good for Lando. Next, I'm hoping by some miracle Ricciardo pulls off a good result so he doesn't lose a seat. I think that seat is gone, frankly. But, yeah, fair enough. Mar, they won't fight nor defend because literally on the next corner, Max would overtake them. Yeah, but I just feel like just defend. Like, when I'm karting, I kart. When I win these trophies, I'm winning them in heavyweight at the moment. Some of them won lightweight. Now I'm winning heavyweight. I'm still, if a lightweight is behind me, I'm still defending. Like, I don't care. I'm there to race. I know it's not F1 level, but I want to race. I don't want to let you pass me. I want to defend. Even if it's not optimal for my race, that's what I'm there to do. And I feel like that's exciting to watch. It's not exciting to watch drivers just pull out and be like, oh, I'm in a different race to you. Because then everyone's in their own race, and it may as well be a time trial. And they may as well have ghosting on. Like, I want to see drivers defend. But, I don't know. I feel like Alonso would do it. Snowline said Max is hunting Lando down. Yeah, Lando still needs to pit. Gary says next up Max is going to get a cheeseburger, waffle fries and a chocolate milkshake. That's the order. They should do that for promo once. Red Bull should do it for promo where they should just, in a stop, they should wait for 5 seconds and give him a Red Bull that he sips through the thing and then take it back. It would be the ultimate, like, advert, wouldn't it? Norris, Leclerc and Sainz are incentivized to go long. Leclerc might even try a one-stop. We saw this before in Australia, didn't we? Didn't we see Leclerc go long in Australia? Some 5D chess on the strat. C saying it as well. Leclerc going one-stop doesn't sound like a good idea. Suki Gaming, I'll support McLaren for now. And Gianna Ewankum saying, it's over for Lando. Well, it's not over because Lando's going for a P3 here. Lando's going for P3. Carlos out. No, where's Carlos? What's happened to Carlos? Why are you so far back? What's happening to Carlos Sainz? What's happening to the Sainz dog? Is that just where he is? Because... Is that just where he is? But why is he behind Stroll? Okay, I think that's just where he is. Because Alonso, Russell and Stroll have not pitted, right? So I think that's... Don't worry about it. Don't worry. White visor. White visor, everyone. He's okay. He's smoothly operating. As Verstappen gets past Lando Norris, I wonder if Norris will pit now. Wouldn't that be mad if Lando pits now? He doesn't pit now, so we get a bit of DRS. Verstappen's in the lead, and Norris and Leclerc behind him have not pitted yet. Yeah, the pit stop. Pit stop, pit stop, pit stop. Welcome Christopher Rains in the house, a man who's looking for a new sim rig. Will Danny be allowed to pass Yuki? I'd imagine so, but we're going to find out. Wouldn't it be great theatre if they crash into each other? Go on, lads. Just do it for the banter. Spice it up a little bit. Max back on top. Yes, indeed. Snowline sending in kisses. See, Max is hunting down Lando. Well, it's happened. It's happened. Yeah, Max Verstappen here. Well, we need the rain to come. We need the rain. Welcome to Derahide Frost. Yeah, if you're enjoying the stream, by the way, if you want to see more of this throughout the season, hit that subscribe button. Smash the subscription. It's free. It's free on YouTube. It doesn't cost you anything. If you don't know, just smash it. The numbers go up, and we get invited to do more cool stuff like go to Formula E. I'm on board here with Ricciardo. Tsunoda defended down the big straight. Ricciardo tried to go around the outside of the hairpin, then tried to convert it into a cutback. Was it a great cutback from Ricciardo? And the hairpin, they were side by side. Well, I'm watching live pictures from me. Yes, he did. Great move by Ricciardo on Tsunoda there. It was a cutback. There's life in the honey badger yet. Don't write him off. Great move from Ricardo. Seema's got rain in the chat. What do we mean? Slap the like button, yes indeed. Chai's got a update here. We're praying for rain. Yeah, feel free to pray for rain in the chat there. Yellow flag! What's happened here? Bottas is off! Bottas is off! Has there been contact? Bottas is off. That's a haiku. Bottas is off. Are we going to see an SC? And if we see a safety car, great news for Norris. Great news for Leclerc. Where is Valtteri Bottas? Are we going to see a safety car? It would be fantastic news for the lads that haven't stopped yet. Safety, yellow flag, yellow flag. Valtteri Bottas has come to a crawl. Oh, it might be. It might have to be a safety car. Car's on smoking. It might be on fire. It might just be venting something. He's come to a stop on the runoff there. I think it's going to need to be a safety car. I think it's going to need to be a safety car here. Engine gone. Engine gone. Get that safety car out. Great news for Leclerc and Lando. If it's a safety car, where does Lando come out here? Safety car sectors 2 and 3. What is going on? He's disappeared from the GPS. They're not going to be able to recover that car. VSC! VSC! Virtual safety car. The race has been neutralized. Do you box now, or do you bank on it being a proper safety car? Oh my goodness! Ferrari overtook Aston Martin with a lockup under yellow flag conditions in 2 out of the 3 sectors. Who was that? That must have been Sainz on Stroll. Leclerc pits now. Leclerc goes under VSC. So the drivers are driving to a delta. It's not safety car. Let's get it right. It's virtual safety car. That means the drivers have to slow down. Yeah, because Bottas is out of the car at the end of a long straight, basically. So it's pretty dangerous for Bottas. If you're Bottas, you probably want a safety car in those conditions. But it is virtual safety car right now. Which I think, well, Amazon are saying you lose 15 seconds by boxing under VSC. So you only really gain, well, did he say it was 21 or 26 seconds? If it's 26, you're gaining about 10 seconds here. Hamilton boxes. Welcome Ronnie Vermont and Duke Jables. Serena's nervous. Why are you nervous, Serena? What's that? You're in safe hands here. Oh, goodness. The safest of hands. Are they going to be able to recover that car under a VSC? Are they going to be able to, the marshals, push it back at the end of a long straight? Let's see. Lando's hanging out here. Lando's not going for it yet. I think Lando's gone all in. Because if you're Lando Norris right now, you can cash out and box under VSC. Or you can hold out for a proper safety car. The danger is for Lando, if the VSC ends, he's going to lose it. Right, there's a lot of marshals around the car here. How many marshals does it take to remove the car? If they need to get some plant machinery on the track, I think they'll go safety car. No, Norris is going to box now. I think Norris is going to box. I think Norris is going to cash out. No, he hasn't. No, I called it wrong. I think I've called it wrong as George Russell. No, sorry, Lewis Hamilton came out under VSC and has been dicing with Pierre Gasly. No, Norris does box. Norris has boxed then. I guess it doesn't make too much of a difference really for Lando, because either which way he wasn't going to come out ahead of Sergio Perez. I think even if it was safety car, I don't think he'd come out ahead of Sergio Perez. So that's how I read it anyway. What's happening with Mercedes? I don't know. By the way, chat, 2,000 people watching, 200 likes. Let's do a big like smash. Everyone watching, if you haven't hit the like button, hit that like button right now. I'm sure we can get to 300, maybe even 400. Obviously, if everyone hit the like button, we get 2,000 likes and YouTube will be like, whoa, people actually like following Formula 1. So please, please, please do hit the old like button there. So, yeah, still under VSC. Obviously, a safety car would have been great from a racing perspective because it would have put Verstappen, it would have eradicated the gap that Verstappen... Bottas didn't crash. Bottas just had a his engine broke. So we just sort of... oh, they're trying to move it, but it might be seized. They can't move this. No, they can't move his car. Oh, there's about 20 marshals trying to roll it. Is the clutch in or something? Is the engine seized? They might need to just lift that up. Otherwise, we might be under VSC for a long time here. I wonder if we're going to go safety car. Bottas is already on his way back on the scooter. Yeah, Isabel Plug saying it's stuck in gear. Safety car! Safety car is out. Get your safety car emojis. Safety car is out. Lando Norris, if you'd waited. Right, okay. So, the race is going to be neutralized. Do we have... Yes. That's all I had. Welcome along, everyone. It's safety car time. I just felt like we needed to play something. Verstappen boxes! Oh, no! It wasn't meant to be like that. It's not meant to happen like that. Verstappen's just got a free pit stop. I've been telling you all stream, Verstappen's got a free pit stop, and that's what it means. That's what it means. Oh, Perez boxes! Why have you boxed Sergio Perez? Why are you giving up track position there to a Lando Norris, who's basically on the same tyres as you? Perez, what are you doing? Alonso boxes. Gives up track position. Okay. Interesting. Right, Verstappen is at the front. It's Abu Dhabi 2021 vibes. Full safety car. C says this is going to go crazy. Well. well. How's this? Oh, Leclerc has got past Perez. I don't know why Sergio Perez has boxed there. I don't really know why he has done that. I don't really know why. The midfield are all over this. It's like piranhas on a piece of KFC going into the Amazon. They are just on it like a frenzy. No doubt the pits are a very unsafe area right now. Gasly's going to come out last. That'll make him happy. RB double points. Well, we'll have to see. Well, I mean, okay, so big change here. About halfway through the GP, we were under safety car because the marshals couldn't move. I mean, I think the FIA have bottled this a little bit. I think the FIA... In fact, I think I saw a lot of drivers there on my screen, yeah, diving into the pits. I think they should have gone safety car much earlier. And we'd already be racing by now. But just I think where Bottas's car was, you just don't want to. You just want to completely neutralise the race, be under safety car, have a nice gap, have the cherry pick or whatever coming out, lift up the car, take it off, crack on racing. That's what you want to do. It's funny because I'm not sure they're allowed to advertise a kick here. Or stake. I can't remember which one. But anyway, there's a kick logo in the F1 broadcast. Welcome to new subscribers, Mr. Lemon and Nelly. Welcome along. Oh, we can get to 85,500, I'm sure. Andy, our F1 games easy to drive. Yeah, with the assist they are. Right, so we're still in the safety car. So we're going to see the field bunch up here. So the whole field is going to bunch up. Who does this benefit? I think it's pretty good for Norris. Norris has a greater chance now. Oh, Piastri boxes now. Oh, Oscar Piastri. Oh, I'm not sure about that one. You're going to lose out to Russell, I think. Goodness me. Are you going to lose out to Ricardo? Oh, no. Are you going to be okay? Are you going to be okay? Are you going to be okay? You're going to be... No, you've lost out there, mate. Oh, Piastri. I'm sure there was a way of doing that without losing out to Russell. So, yeah. Top fives on hards. Andy's got a wheel. Alonso on softs. So Fernando Alonso is going to box again. because he ain't going to get to the end on softs. Remember, this is the tyre that Lewis Hamilton had a little cry about earlier on in the race. Andy's safety car is good for Sainz. Feel sorry for him being shunned at Ferrari. He's their best driver. I think they should put Sainz in the WEC 499 hypercar. Have Hamilton for a year. Bin Hamilton, put Sainz back in. There we go. Job done. Max on hards. Yeah, you can see. So Fernando Alonso, the only driver on the grid on soft tyres, he's banking on having to box again. So he's basically banking on everyone else having to box again. So people not being able to get to the end. There's going to be a lot of tyres used here. So you might be wanting to work out who has fresh tyres available and who doesn't. It's a bit of an interesting one. Granuzzo came in. Morabata says, Hamilton says my car is broken. I think Hamilton just needs to sort of deal with it, to be honest. Chris Dealey says, bet Verstappen will win. I'm not sure you find anyone to take that bet. So we're still under safety car now. I would imagine Bottas's car has been recovered. I can't see. So Verstappen's going to have to manage this restart. The field is still... Hulkenberg instant safety car infringement notice. That's probably a slam dunk. That would be really bad for Hulkenberg because he's having a very good race. Another safety car coming up is a prediction. So we need the Pat to catch everyone. So I don't know what was going on with the order there. It looked like cars were swapping positions, but I don't think they have. Just some timing thing. Over the start-finish line, everyone. Everybody. Crybaby Hamilton needs a concrete pill. What's a concrete pill? So, it is condensing now. So we've got Verstappen in P1 on fresh tyres. Lando in P2 on pretty fresh tyres. Leclerc on P3 on not the freshest tyres. Perez a P4 on fresh tyres. Sainz P5 on not the freshest tyres. P6 Alonso on fresh softs. P7 Russell on not super fresh tyres, I believe. And then you've got P8 Piastri on super fresh tyres. And what a turnaround here for Ricciardo. Look how Daniel Ricciardo has managed to navigate this. He's called it right. Sauber back at it again with the slow pit stops. Classic Saubs there. So yeah, Bottas has retired. Engine blowout for Stake. Safety car ending. Okay, safety car ending. And you can see that the pack will just about have caught up. So chat, you will see on the live timings before me. I'm going to call the images. Norris, we think everyone will try and get to the end on the hard tyre apart from Alonso. Well, Alonso is banking that people are going to have to box again. But he's zagged where others have zigged. See, didn't both Mercedes drivers choose different setups? Is it Lewis's fault that is set up bad? I think kind of, yeah. Everybody on hards except Ricciardo and Alfonso. Okay. Safety car ending as you go down the big straight. So I'm going to see it how I see it on my screen. I'll be a little bit delayed. Nice little safety car to spice things up. I'll tell you what else will spice it up. It'll be a little bit of rain. Chat, is that rain slowly making its way to Shanghai, that big belt? And could we see some spots of drizzle? Is that possible? Look at that big lake, by the way. Welcome, Fritz Arm. Chat, tell us how pleased you are with the race. Yeah, chat, let us know halfway mark. So we're not even at the halfway mark yet. See, what the heck is that strategy from Ricciardo? Yeah, what, just don't box. So Ricciardo's on 11 lap old tyres. To be fair, Sainz is on 9 laps and Perez on 8 laps. I guess they just boxed before the... Because remember, didn't Leclerc box under VSC? Okay. Oh, Lance Stroll, why are you in the box now? Right, as I see it, they're coming around the hairpin after the long straight. So Max Verstappen goes past the pit entry line. It's a very tidy restart from Verstappen. He's already got quite a nice healthy margin. Then it is Lando Norris, Leclerc, Perez. So the pit stops have really promoted Lando. And I would say Sergio Perez has voluntarily gone back to get some softer rubber. Maybe they felt like they weren't going to quite get to the end. So we'll see if Lando and Charles Leclerc can get to the end on their tyres that are already about... Well, Leclerc's already about 10-lap-old tyres. So we will see. But the restart seemed to be pretty... Oh, a yellow flag again! Tsunoda! Old Yuki Tsunoda is now stranded. I don't have visuals on it. Oh, he's been turned around. I just saw it in the background. He's been turned around there. Damage. Right rear suspension broken. Pulls off to the side of the road. Is he going to be all the way off? Or is he going to be on the grass? Oh, he's kind of pulled off there. Safety car again. What a race we're having here. It's another safety car. Get your safety car emojis out in the chat. Great news for Lance Stroll there. Lance Stroll has played that to perfection. Safety car again. Oh, there's a Haas. The Haas that turned him round. It must be Kevin Magnussen. Kevin Magnussen, I believe, has broken his. So he turned him. There was contact there. I think this is probably going to be on K-Mag. What happened with Stroll? Oh, Stroll completely ran into the back of Tsunoda, was it? Under safety car. Was that under safety car? No, we ran into the back of Ricciardo on the safety car. Oh, no. Stroll, this idiot just slammed the brake. Wing damage. Well, I think Stroll is kind of on you there. Oh, my goodness me. Amateur hour. Amateur hour. Oh, man. They've all rounded to the back of each other. Safety car again. Oh, my lord, Hannah says. Oh, McLaren was hit as well. I think Piastri. I think... Oh, no. Stroll went into the back of Ricciardo. Ricciardo went into the back of Piastri. They were all too close together. Then when we went racing again, Magnussen went up the inside of Tsunoda. And, yeah, Magnussen, that's all on you. That's all on you. That's going to be a big old penalty for K-Mag. Tsunoda was all the way on the outside of the circuit. And, yeah, that's all on Kevin Magnussen. Oh, God's sake. Amateur driving here just by a lot of these drivers. Amateur. Welcome, Timothy Maitland, KT, and I'm Batman. It's like watching F1. China drama. Hamilton up to 11th. He ain't washed yet. So the question is Stroll going to be able to catch the bat? Stroll, Ricciardo instant noted. Yeah, but Stroll's going to get a penalty for that, surely. You can't just run into the back of someone on the safety car and say they braked. They're going to brake. There's a corner coming up. Magnussen is split from the group. Yeah, so is Magnussen a lap down? No, Magnussen isn't a lap down, actually. Any rain? No, I mean, rain now would potentially turn this into a dare I say, a modern classic. Dare I say. K-Mag on his chaos arc this season. Yeah, K-Mag just, you know... I mean, he was praised in Saudi, but... don't know what is going on there with Kevin Magnussen this season. Who do you think is going to have PT and P3? It's difficult to call right now. You can see it's bunched up under the safety car now. Ricciardo, we are floor damage. Oh no, Ricciardo in P9, but we're floor damaged. Ali Sugg, Alonso has wasted his softs. Yeah. It's bad news for Alonso. Next, I kind of hope it does rain for Ricciardo's sake. I wonder if Kevin Magnussen has got new tyres, that he's kind of not in a bad position here. Like, he's lost a lot of track position, but these other guys, I don't know. I don't know about that. I need to think about it. Martin, chaos is a strategy. Don't know if it's a good one, but it makes for an interesting race. Welcome, Size X. Looking good in green. The 6-month membership there. Kyle, holy Danny Rick in the points. Yeah, Danny Rick in the points, but he's got floor damage. I'm on board here with Alfonso. making the move on one of the Ferraris. I think it would have been Carlos Sainz then. Yeah, so in the brief period they were racing, I think Alonso got past Sainz, didn't he? Did that happen? Right, so Yuki Tsunoda's car has been recovered. It's now the other side of the barrier. There's a tractor picking it up. So I think there's nothing now stopping us from safety car. But look at Lance Stroll. He is adrift. Will the race end with safety cars? We don't know. Ferrari, please no clownery. There's still enough time for Ferrari to absolutely clown this strategy. Filipos now under safety. Is Alonso's strategy with softs in the bin? I mean, I don't know. It depends if he's just sort of cruising around now. He's not really putting much wear on them. But it was a weird strategy to begin with. But respect for doing something different. Shuby says rain is about to come. Where's that information coming from, Shuby? Mashabane and Stroll taking 1,000. Yeah, Stroll isn't going to catch up here. They're not going to wait for Stroll. Lewis Hamilton, who's been crying all race, but he started at 18th. He's now P11. And he's on some pretty fresh hards. So, Bao Quinn saying the weather forecast says 4% of rain. We need the rain. We need some rain emojis in the chat, everyone. Also, we need to smash that like button. 2,500 people watching, 300 likes. If you like what we're doing here, I'm just a guy in my loft streaming the data for you. So please, please, please do hit that like button. Please do share the stream. It makes a massive difference for someone like me. No worries, Johnson Smith. Guan Yu Zhou's family are there. The Guan Yu Zhou crewdom. Guan Yu Zhou in the points. Is he? No, he isn't, but someone's got to sign up there optimistically. Wow, we're under safety car for a long period here. I'm having a look again. Lance Stroll. I'm afraid. He's got some carbon fibre in his face there for his troubles. But Daniel Ricciardo did not do anything out of the ordinary. That is all on Lance Stroll. Rain to Norris P1 pipeline. And then that pushed Ricciardo into his fellow Australian, Oscar Piastri. I mean, just ridiculous scenes, frankly. There was a Haas behind. It might have been Nico Hülkenberg, who just saw all of that happening and he just overtook them all. He was like, screw this. There we go. The rain emojis are coming in. The rain emojis are coming in. Oh, look at the like. 428. This is one of the most liked streams we've ever had. We love to see it. Thanks, Talking with Trains. Chai's got an update. We're still under safety car, weirdly. We are still under safety car. Ted from YouTube, Reigns, please, I want to see Max spin. Well, he might do some donuts at the end. Ali Suggs got the safety car out again. Isabel Flug, Hulkenberg is such a vibe, to be honest. He's a walking vibe. That's how he's often described. Yeah, I think his Albon has a panda helmet. It's pretty cool. I'm surprised more people don't do that. Didn't Kovalainen have an Angry Birds helmet? I've thought about... I don't have my helmets here, but like... I thought about getting a helmet that's just sort of like a Pokemon or a panda or something. Or a PAL. Seems to be the fashionable things. Why the hell are we still under safety car? Are they waiting for Lance Stroll to catch up and crash into someone again? Reagan, safety car should help Hamilton because he had decent pace in sprint qualifying. Maybe, but he did also change his setup and apparently ruin it. Ted from YouTube says, I will share this stream. Ted, you are fighting the good fight, my friend. And Hannah says, I'm scared now. Hannah, why are you scared? Adam Norris is in the house. And Lando Norris's dad, very wealthy businessman. Incredibly wealthy. No coincidence there, with Lando getting into Formula 1 and his dad being one of the richest men. Martin says, yes, Stroll almost made it. Yeah, Stroll's caught up. Oh, SizeX with the gifted! Thank you so much, SizeX. Very generous. A gifted membership. And it goes to Snow Lion. Chat, can we get some claps out, please, in the chat? Can we get some claps out for the gifted from Size X? Just spicing it up there. Very nice to see. Congratulations to Snowline picking up the membership. Getting access to the emojis. Please, 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 get your claps out in chat. We're a community here. That's how we roll. So we're still on the safety car. Safety car ending. Safety car ending. Okay. There we go. Here come the claps. Whoop, whoop. Yes, indeed. Gianna Iwankum is happy Sergeant hasn't crashed yet. Right. Safety car is ending. Jake Lemmers is going to bed just as it's ending. Ferrari strat there, dare I say. Okay, I'm just going to follow it on data for this one. And then I'll catch up. So, how's it looking? Alfonso again on the soft tyre. Who's looking racy? They did wait for Stroll to catch up pretty much. I think maybe Lawrence Stroll was on the blower saying, you need to wait for my son to be on the back here. Otherwise, I'm going to pull all my funding from Formula 1. No more Aston Martin safety cars. So, by the way, we're only just about halfway through this race, aren't we? So Verstappen is out in front. Lando, Leclerc is, I think it's come out pretty well for Leclerc here. So the big one to watch out for is, will Alonso be able to put any pressure on Perez because on soft tyre? But ultimately, will Perez make his way through and make it a Red Bull 1-2? That's the big one to watch. David says, come on, Danny. Reagan lights your spectacles. Yeah, but I got them glare-free and they glare a lot. Can you see? Like, this is the glare, the anti-glare. They also hurt my nose because they're heavy, but they are very nice. My first glasses in 6 years, I think. I miss my old ones. Isabel Flux says, Aramco is allegedly a little involved with the FI leadership. That is very controversial. You're going to get us banned. Okay, so safety car is ended. Sergio Perez is looking like he's getting away from Alonso there. By the way, it's pretty cool how the dots let you know which tyres drivers are on. I've never noticed that before. How long have I been streaming Formula 1? To Sheppo, here, welcome back to Sheppo. Moshe Kajeke, Sainz is now, I can't see this love heart in the way. Not better after all. Batman says, Stroll having a driver's license is the most baffling thing ever. It's a real inspiration to people trying to pass their driver's tests around the world. So Lando Norris gapping Leclerc a little bit, but having let Perez all over Leclerc. Alonso dropping back. So I'm looking at Carlos Sainz. Are you going to move forward? Norris, are you going to catch up with Verstappen? Because only 3/10 in at that lap. Leclerc, are you going to hold off Perez? So interesting movers and shakers to keep an eye on here. Isabel Plug. Ricciardo is falling back as expected. Classic Danny Rick there. Well, he does have floor damage. Bravo 001A just got that last week with the dots. Okay. Just connecting the dots there. It's lying. The F1 races got so boring. I just put the commentary in the background and play games. The F1 races are ruined. WEC and G3 is more fun. Well, you got us in the background still. That's the most important thing. Lewis Hamilton, P11. Has he gained then on Esteban Ocon? Was it Ocon ahead of him? Well, no, it was Ricciardo dropping back, wasn't it? Ricciardo's probably going to have to retire here, I reckon. If he's got that big old floor damage. Look at the train. Look at the Honey Badger train. Nate's Danny 100% should have pitted earlier on. Yeah. Well, I think Danny Rick's going to retire here. Yeah, I think he's done. I think he's done. Make another safety car. So it's going to be a double DNF, I think, for RB Cash App, Visa, MasterCards. Capital One Racing. Ain't good. By the way, Lance Stroll is in last place. So I don't know if Lance Stroll has damage from that still. But Lance Stroll looking absolutely washed. It's like you do a better comments from the F1 broadcast. They were just talking about Leclerc before Monaco. The Monegasque. Welcome to Leia Bang, David Fussell, Malfi, Frank, Dundu, Wire, Reagan, Visham, Nimala. Welcome to the subscribers. Please do feel free to... Logan Sargent's got a penalty. Why? 10-second penalty for Sarge. Wow, big old penalty for Logan. Safety car infringement. Yeah, Ricciardo has retired the car, everyone. Poor Danny. Does anyone know what the safety car infringement was? Was it just being too damn fast? So, Leclerc is in P3 right now. Sergio Perez. Well, now I would say you got to have that Monza-level Ferrari defence. You remember Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc defending against Sergio Perez in Monza last year? That's what we want to see now. Fernando Alonso is still keeping up, but Alonso will need to pit. Alonso won't be able to get to the end soft tyres. And I think the second safety car has really hurt Alonso, because if there wasn't another safety car, maybe everyone else would have needed to pit as well. But these drivers ahead are going to get to the end on these tyres, I believe. 10-second penalty for Kevin Magnussen. Added, he must be getting super license added there as well. K-Mag with the penalty. That will be for taking out Gasly. I can't remember who it was, actually, or Albon. So that was all K-Mag's fault. And I wonder if we're going to see... Oh, my goodness. Lance Stroll almost binned it trying to get past Kevin Magnussen. As you can imagine, there is a great battle going on between Kevin Magnussen and Lance Stroll. That is, to be honest, where all the action is right now, because Kevin Magnussen is saying, I don't care, I've got a 10-second penalty. I don't care about you. I'm just going to defend you hard. I love to see it. Also, it's likely that Lance Stroll's going to get a 10-second penalty. Although it'd be weird if he only got a 5-second penalty. C says Crofty is pure comedy. ASC morning, Kireth. I've dragged my ass to work just to find out I'm not there until 11. I've been there. I've been there, trust me. I've been there on days I wasn't even meant to be working and I've just turned up. I'm like, oh well, okay, well, may as well just crack on. Stroll ruined Alonso's race. Irony. Yes, you're exactly right. Stroll got 10 seconds. Oh, whoa. Stroll and Magnussen. Oh, and Magnussen, goodness me. Going hammer and tongs here. Daniel Ricciardo looks irritated in the garage. Someone gently tapped him on the back, but the honey badger, everyone's avoiding him. All of the social media admins, they're not getting a funny, you know, would you rather video from him today. Johnson saying, this is getting good. How many laps left? 21. 21 laps to go. 21 laps to go, everyone. Right. Well, Lando's still hanging around. Leclerc is holding off Perez. Alonso's still there. And maybe we'll see Stroll pits. Maybe we'll see Carlos Sainz catch up. So what is Stroll? What are you doing, my guy? How many tyres do you want to put on that car? Wally is manifesting a first podium for Nico this season. Okay. So that was some entertainment that's been taken away from us because Stroll is boxed. 10-second penalty for Logan Sargent. Oh, I'm not sure about that. Basically, under safety car at some point, one of the hashes came out and it was sort of side by side and Logan stayed ahead. I don't know about that, anyway. Hannah says Lando is going so great. Yeah, Lando is not doing bad. Let's go Lando, Pia says. Okay. The Papaya Army is here in the house. Stroll linked to too many windows in this race. What Stroll says on the radio. His front right was on fire. It's over for Stroll. It's done. Well, he's out. He's out on the circuit unless he's come in again. No, it's not over for Stroll. It's not done yet. Play the Rocky music. Yeah, I don't know. I've got a friend. I don't know how Logan Sargent has got a 10-second penalty for that. I think that's very harsh, and I would appeal it. Ricciardo now on the way to Formula E. Yeah, so it's not strolling. Leclerc's still holding off Perez, by the way. So Leclerc doing a pretty good job. Lando was offered something and said no, thank you. Understood. Stroll calling his penalty an absolute joke. Stroll, I think you are an absolute joke for calling the penalty an absolute joke. Try not to crash into people. You should do some motorway driving. We can all manage it. He says, good meme race, this one. Yeah, there's some decent meme potential from this race. Charles Leclerc still ahead of Sergio Perez. That is a very interesting battle that I am following closely right now. I'm on board with Perez. Oh, Charles Leclerc, a little bit of a twitch. I think he's really trying to drive the wheels off that thing. Can Leclerc get a podium against all odds? Finley says, if a safety car, Stroll has served the penalty, so won't have it. That's a very good point. Stroll has served it. If you're in last place, yeah, you may as well. Oh, I've dropped something into my rig. Oh, no. You may as well take it, yeah, because if there's another safety car, oh, I wonder how that will go down. Woody Eater says, any more pits? Well, Fernando will need to pit again. I wonder what Lollipop Comics will make of this race. Well, yeah, that meme potential is most certainly there. Zarina, I love how Lando has been this race. Props to it. It's been quite an interesting race to follow, to be honest. And there's still 19 laps to go. There's still time for a third chapter of something to happen. And is it me, or is Verstappen not quite getting away as much as he was in the first stint? Or is that just because we haven't had that passage of time? What if it rains as well? Welcome to Jonas Suarez, Kenneth Haynes, 7310, Matuhusi Mercedes. Don't miss out if you're enjoying it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for free. Isabel Flug says, is Alpine cooking? Alpine? Would this be their first points of the season? Does anyone know if this would be their first points? They're on the cusp here. If anything happens ahead to someone like a Hulkenberg. Reagan, who agrees that Chequered will get second in WDC? I think it's looking odds on. But let's see. Zena says, please rain. Yes, it would be the first points. Isabel Flug has got the stats. Well, I think we can all try and hope for an Alpine point here. That would be good for them. The McGann Slowfee in the chat as well. Logan Sargent dropping back there. And he's got his penalty. Not great for Sargent. No worries, Matosi Mercedes. Good to have you on board. Cliff with a good question. Who's fighting for last position? Well, Stroll and K-Mag. Leclerc here, though. Leclerc still holding off Perez. Unless Perez is playing the long game on tyres, he thinks it's going to be inevitable at the end. But I'm liking this. I'm liking Leclerc holding off Perez. Incognito mode. Max barely pulling away. He's washed. There we go. This is it. Exposed. Cliff's FAA should offer a trophy for last finishers. The taking part trophy. Everyone gets a medal. Serena wants that Ferrari podium. Well, I would say Gasly's in the box. Oh, why are you in the box, Gasly? Oh no, Perez has got past Leclerc. Perez has got past Leclerc here. Vlaka 2200, if you're watching, please show you appreciate if you're Kireth and watching and smash that like. Yes, please do. 500 on the like front. Hannah got into Formula 1 just the end of last year. It's been great already. I think it's a great time to get into F1 because F1 right now, we're kind of like, it will get better at some point in terms of fights for the lead, and you will have appreciated where we have come from. Right, is Charles Leclerc in a position to fight back down the big long straight? Let's see. He will be in DRS, but I think here the question now is, can Lando hold on for P2, or will Sergio Perez get P2? Welcome, Arav99. Fern Coley from the UK as well. Snowline saying Chequered. You know what? Let's do another nation chat. 2,000 people watching. I want to know where people in the world are watching from. It was pretty much the Netherlands and the Philippines earlier. So let us know where in the world you're watching from. Just put your country in the chat and we will see. Lyra says, are they going to pit? Is who going to pit? Team Ethics Norwich are going to come third. There we go. Netherlands coming in third. At first, sorry. Netherlands, then Canada, Israel, Netherlands, Denmark, USA, Philippines, Netherlands, Sweden, India, Philippines, Botswana, Ireland, Croatia, Shanghai, Philippines. It's Philippines so strong. India, Germany, USA, Netherlands, South Africa, USA, Australia, US, London, Hong Kong, USA, Netherlands, UK, Nigeria, Maldives, US, Germany, Monaco, Botswana, Bharat, Germany, South Africa, Netherlands, Australia, USA, Scotland, Philippines, Pakistan, France, India, Ohio, Philippines. It's just Philippines takeover today. Taiwan, South Africa, Monaco, again, New Zealand, Kenya, Saudi, France, USA, Ireland, South Africa, Georgian, from Japan. That's an interesting journey. How did you end up in Japan? How do you end up in Georgia from Japan? Are you Japanese? You're now in Georgia. I want to hear some of that story. Macau, Indonesia, Malaysia, Earth, Singapore, Swindon. Oh, God. I'm very sorry. Belgium, Malaysia, North Korea, through the firewall. The global sensation, Swaziland. Not only do we have South Africa with Swaziland. Piastri, mate, how much damage do I have? And Piastri being told damage is significant. Oh, I just wonder when Piastri got run into by Ricciardo, who was run into by Stroll, it might be really hurting Piastri's race here, unfortunately. Which kind of sucks, but there we go. Dot to the 4.5 dimension, Thailand. Oh, you went to Japanese Grand Prix. Durban. Oh, you're studying in Japan. Oh, you're Georgian in Japan. Hang on, mate, you got to clarify this. Finlay lives on the surface of the sun. Antarctica, Czech Republic, Poland, Gaza, Thailand, Northeast UK. Condolences. Right. Okay. Granny Joe boxes as well. Oh dear, why have you boxed Granny Joe? Unless drivers are not going to be able to get to the end of the race. And if they're not going to be able to get to the end of the race, maybe that's why they're boxing now, which could be good news for Alonso. And by the way, Leclerc is still with Perez here. Maybe almost just within DRS. So Leclerc has managed to stay with Perez. Russell's all over Sainz though. Great Grantham. I'm watching the race right now, but I'm too short to see. What? How are you too short? Are you in a bar or something? Are you in the F1 arcade, Kate? Tell them to let you near the front. Let them know what I said to let you near the front. Namibia. Oh my goodness, just a slew of deleted comments there. Prosen, I am Indian on board a ship currently in the South China Sea. Are you on a big cargo thing? Awesome. That's sick. Tell us more about it. Right, Kate Grant is making her way to the front. Their way to the front. Hamilton, big comeback. P9 for Hamilton. Still I rise. Hamilton might try and eat Oscar Piastri here. Could be a P8 on for Piastri. They came together in Monza last year. Can he do it cleanly this time around? And 15 laps to go. Lando Norris and McLaren might have played this really nicely and got a P2. You have to question, why did Sergio Perez give up track position and pit for those newer tyres? Was that the right move or the wrong move? Have I seen the 6-foot Snowder picture yet? No, I haven't seen it. Welcome, Carl Hewitt. Yeah, Isabel Flug. Hamilton is indeed the driver of progress. Oh, you got the Bundar out though on the last corner, almost in the gravel. Latra woke up an hour late for the race. Latra, come on, next time I don't expect you to be late. Can you set your alarm, please? Oh, Hamilton round the outside of Hulkenberg. That's how we got it done. There's life in the old dog yet. That was a great move. From the 7-time world champion. Bravo's watching from the International Space Station. Lua from Tunisia. It's a car carrier. Oh, you're carrying cars. Nice. Welcome, Toy and Dania Pasha. Been a while since I've been in Pasha. Gonzalo Monarito, Paolo Albuquerque, Prosen, Roy, Izat Nokalim, Tomo Rim, Sankat Kadam, Peter Beasley, Corden Naraga, Jason Cruz, Cloudwen, Suhas Sivaram, Georgina Wise, Third Gen, and Annie Misha Ghost. If you're new here, we stream every race, the watch along, and there's lots of motorsport and sim racing content on the channel, and also on the motorsport channel. So if you like racing and sim racing, this is where you want to be, frankly. Can Hamilton at least one race this year? Can Hamilton at least one race? Questionable. We'll see. So you can see where the cars were that were retired. Bottas there, Ricciardo as well. Sonoda went off. Magson's going to be dicing with Sargent. That sounds like fireworks. Sergio Perez, how far behind are you from Lando Norris? It doesn't look like a lot. It's only 3 seconds. It's only 3 seconds, so keep an eye the lap times between Norris and Perez, because basically a 4-second gap, sorry. But Perez was over a second quicker last lap, so that's what to keep an eye on. Neil says Hamilton will finish P8. I think Piastri has damage, so we will see if Hamilton can get P8. Yeah, it's just I can't stream it if it's on a work day on a Friday. So I can't stream on a work day, unless it's like super early or super late. I can't really do 9 to 5. And I'm trying to be quite sustainable this season, making sure I do every race. So I'm not going to do like a sprint race at 3:30 AM on a Saturday, because I think that I just want to keep it sustainable. So, but we're here every race, and if the qualifying's normally on Saturday, be there as well, and FP3. So, Alfonso losing time. Fern says, quit your job. No, I really like my job, actually. So, yes, where is Alfonso on track? He's boxed! Oh, the terrible Alonso strategy has come home to roost here. Why did you go onto the softs, Alonso? Why? Why did you do it? You were on for some really good points here if you just stayed on the hards. But has he gone softs again? Will Alonso go softs again, do you think? Now we know, we see what the dot is when he comes out. What's the dot? What's the dot saying? We could see an Alonso just masterclass here. He's gone out on mediums. Okay. Well, keep an eye on Alonso on the mediums. Maybe he'll move forward. Lyra, it looks like we'll see Sainz versus Leclerc. No, I don't think Sainz will catch. What could happen is, if Lando does some absolute insane defense against Perez, we could have on the last few laps a Lando, Perez, Leclerc fight if Leclerc can hang in there. Yeah, Alonso on the mediums. 500 likes, everyone. That is huge. We rarely hit 500 likes, so big thank you for that. What I want to do is, welcome Abiola J. What I want to do is I want to schedule the streams more in advance, so you know I'm going to stream them. Because we're streaming every race. We haven't missed a race this season. But I put the streams up really late, so you don't know. Alonso blundered. Alonso blunder confirmed. Yes. Thanks, Johnson Smith. You're doing great as well. Hannah, I would like to see the British Grand Prix, but it's so much money, maybe one day. It's just too much money. We're all priced out. It's just, I think it's obscene what they do with the British Grand Prix. I think it's obscene what they do with the dynamic prices. I don't agree with it. I think it should be ballot and it should be accessible. I hate it, to be honest. Like, as someone who's been to Silverstone, I don't like it. It's cheap. It'll be way cheaper just to go to Hungary, but they'll probably bin Hungary off the calendar because they probably don't make a lot of money from it. Thoughts on Lando? I think Lando needs to focus on getting good results, and I think this would be a very good result. So I'm watching this closely, because if Lando can get a P2 here, then, you know, it's the hard work he's done through the weekend in the simulator leading up to it that meant he's been up there, been able to capitalise. Whereas look at Piastri. Because he was slightly lower down, he ended up getting rammed by Ricciardo and take that damage. Welcome to the Bearded Badger, Silvaja Barons, Sherwin White, and Nazik's here. Thanks, channel. It's the best watch-along stream. That's what we try and do. That's the target. We want to be the best watch-along stream. That's the objective. Where did I get the McLaren setup? I bought this for way too much money, but I thought I'd treat myself because of all the watch-alongs did last season as something I can wear in every watch-along this season. So this is not sponsored. This ain't sponsored. Mozambique, you are very delayed, my friend, on the stream. You're only going to hear this 20 minutes later, but hit that live button because you're very delayed. Tom and my Indian friend and I were watching you doing a race in Japan. Oh, when you were there. Very nice. Global. Oh. Where's my stream gone? Oh, there we go, I'm back. They'll bin Zandvoort for there being 100. Oh, I'm not sure with Max Verstappen they'll bin it. I'm Batman. My friend from South Africa is going to the Canada GP, costing him and his wife 300k. How much is that in dollars, in USD? Brooke says, come on, Lando and Charles. Click was saying Alonso going fast. Yeah, on Alonso watch. Keep an eye on that. Yes, 137.8. Alonso, fastest man on track. He's dispatched Albon. He's going to try and cut through Ocon. Are we going to see Alonso catching up with Hamilton? Hamilton 141. Alonso 3 seconds faster than pretty much everyone ahead of him here. Okay, keep an eye on Alonso. He's just got past Ocon as well. No worries, Tomo Rin, the man from Georgia or Japan. We're not quite sure. Will Norris's tyres last to the end? Well, Perez is going to have fresher tyres, so it's a very good point. But keep an eye on Alfonso here. Keep an eye on Alfonso. By the way, I'm having a Wetherspoons breakfast day. I'm very excited about it. Yeah, ultimately, it's people's money, and like, people can spend their money how they want. That's, you know, people work hard for their money, or some people are lucky to inherit it, or, you know, that's one of the pleasures of life. Doesn't matter where it is. If you save up enough to buy a chocolate bar and that's your luxury, that's your choice to do that. Or if you've got millions, you want to buy a yacht, you know. But I think for Silverstone, it's sort of, I don't like how it prices out ordinary fans. I feel the same about football. I like having a West Ham season ticket because it was very cheap, relatively speaking, and it didn't price out anyone. Chad Alonso with the fastest lap. Yes. Pure Chad confirmed. So keep an eye on Alonso. 139.5, but he was overtaking that lap. So he'll be trying to get Hamilton. Can Alonso overtake Piastri within 10 laps here? What do we think? I think Alonso just likes doing the chaos strategy. I think Aston Martin probably don't care too much because it's a bit of a meme team anyway because they've got Lance Stroll. Like, how unacceptable is it for Aston Martin from a sporting perspective? Lance Stroll is like, you have the owner's son in your car. It could not be any more blatant. And it's just like, you are not delivering on a sporting side. So it's just, it makes a mockery of like F1 being a sport, in my opinion. It's like, imagine you had Manchester United and like the manager's son's in the team and he's like the worst player and lets in a load of goals. Because, or like the owner's son. It's like, you know. I think it just makes a mockery of the sport. It's not like business. Like, business is, there's a load of nepotism and like, you know, family businesses, and you know, you look at a lot of the luxury businesses and there's like a lot of nepotism in there. But this is meant to be a sport, so it's like, it's not WWE, like Dominic Mysterio. It's like, okay, it's like, is this a sport or is it just, are we all living in Lawrence Stroll's world? Alonso already in DRS range of the Hulk. And it's done. And it's done. By the time I read it, it's done. The Honey Badger has DNF'd. Yes, he has. Got floored. Well, he got ran into by Lance Stroll. Who's going to finish ahead of him? The irony. You get a 10-second penalty. It doesn't matter if you take the person out of the race. You will finish ahead of them. Hungaroring contract is up 2030. I want to go back to Hungaroring. One of my favourite races to go to was a Hungaroring. I went there in 2016, I believe. Hamilton Rosberg. And, yeah, really enjoyed it. It was swelteringly hot. And it felt like going back in time, going to the Hungaroring. In the bowl. Johnson is poor but rich in life. Well, I'd say health is the most important thing. There's a lot of people with a lot of money who would very gladly take the health of a healthier person, which kind of worries me that may happen in the future. Do like a body transplant or something. But anyway, Alonso has caught up with Hamilton now. So Alonso is on the move. I think it's almost inevitable that Alonso is going to get past Hamilton and Piastri here on these fresh tyres, unless the tyres fall off. Sainz on the radio, Fernando needs to go through traffic. He might get close to us in the race. Wow! Ferrari think Alonso could get close to Carlos Sainz here. Look at that. Ferrari are worried about Alonso. Andy says a motorsport is so expensive there'll always be drivers there due to money over talent. Maybe. Welcome to the Evergreen Kid 408. Good to have you with us. Johnny said, out of all the energy drinks I've tasted, Red Bull was the worst. Bad aftertaste, only took one sip. Yeah, but I would say if you only had one sip, I'm not sure you qualify. I think you'd need to drink the whole thing, then you'd be more qualified to comment on it. Because maybe it gets better after your first sup. as Conor McGregor would say. Carl's popped up again. F1 is cooked. The racing is so boring nowadays. NASCAR is more interesting. Yeah, I'd love to cover NASCAR. Oh, whoa! Alonso almost bins it on the last corner. Big swaz. Gets into the gravel. Goodness me. I saw it from the helicopter shot. Alonso is pushing hard. Wow. So he's behind Hamilton. He's done it now in the standings. He's done it. He's just got to pass Hamilton. So Alonso is on the move. We'll get past Piastri. But surely Carlos Sainz doesn't have anything to worry about. I'd be amazed. Alonso on the move, everyone, up to P8. He's probably going to end up about where he would have been on a more boring strategy. So I say fair play to Aston Martin for doing the meme strat. Regan, how did you get confidence to talk on camera? Just go on my channel and sort the videos by oldest to newest. Oh, big swaz from Alonso. Almost did a Lance Stroll at Singapore last year. Let's have a look at this. Oh my goodness, he's still got it. He's still got it. Latra, I feel like sim racing is a balance between paid drivers and skilled drivers, as I feel like iRacing can often be someone's kick to motorsport. I've got a 20-minute video coming out this week with the head of Porsche Motorsport talking about how you can go from sim racing to driving in a Porsche car, talking about drivers like Matt Campbell, who've been up the pyramid, and hopefully you're going to find it fascinating. I was hoping to get that out as a premiere for today, but it's just waiting on approvals. But that's the first interview coming out of Misano, and there's going to be loads of content like that. So please, 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 if you see those videos come out, the interview videos I'm doing with people in motorsport, please drop it, go in there, drop a like and a comment, because that's really there's a lot of time and money spent in making that content, and I would love for that content to do well. It's not just me going around doing a race online. It's like flying somewhere, interviewing, and it needs a bit of a helping hand because people aren't used to that sort of content. So please, please, please do give that stuff a little bit of a boost. Yeah, Super GT Jimmy, for example. Where is Guan Yu Zhou? He's P15, so not the sort of return he would have wanted. Where is Fernando Alonso right now? By the way, Lando Norris clearly is going to finish this race ahead of Sergio Perez, I think. It's a great job by Lando maintaining a 3-second gap. Now Alonso's gone past Piastri. He's got clean air. It was into the hairpin after the big long straight. Do we think Alonso can catch Russell? The gap is a huge 10 seconds with 6 laps to go. So Alonso will need to be 2 seconds a lap quicker and then overtake. I don't see it, frankly. I don't see it. Yeah, Fitbit saying 11 seconds. Chai saying 7 laps to go will be a close call. I personally don't see it. Let me know if you think that Alonso can overtake Russell here. Can Charles overtake Checo? No, I don't see your top 4 changing here at all. I don't see your top 4 changing. Hope says the tyres from Alonso's rocket will fall off. We will see. Yeah, seeing Super GT and Jimmy race GT4, it makes me want to do more videos about my Mazda racing last year. Because at the time, there wasn't a huge amount of interest in it, but I think now more people are interested about, oh, sim racing to real world. So I would like to give my perspective on that when I did my sim to real. And hopefully going to be doing some more stuff this year, actually, sim to real. So, got to decide if I want to do heavyweight karting or if I want to focus more on, like, racing karting. Speaking of Super GT, welcome Stephen Brown. The curse of Lando continues. I don't think there's a curse here. Don't think there's a curse here. So where is Alfonso now? He is 1 second a lap faster than Russell so far. That ain't going to cut it. Let's see this lap. What do you have? What do you have, Alonso? Can you get in the 38s? No. That ain't going to cut it, I think, for Alonso. So I'm not sure the strategy. I wonder if Alonso would have been ahead of Russell or Sainz if he stayed on the hard tyre. Difficult to say. Remember, he did qualify P3. There's been some great overtakes in this race. It's probably set the record for most overtakes. Oh my goodness, Gasly has been squeezed out wide by, must be Al... Who was that? Was that Albon? Doesn't make any sense. Gasly was squeezed out wide. Maybe it was Albon, actually. Very strong move. Mel says Lando just needs to hold this position. Ibrahim, fantastic stuff by Stroll. Yeah, chat, can you rate Lance Stroll's race in the comments? Out of 10. Give me, what's your rating? What do you think? Morabita says Ferrari don't... Oh, hang on, Hamilton's had a great race here to come from P18 to P9. And I wonder if he might be limbering up for a move on Piastri. 10 out of 10 from Zarina. 2, 1. So we go as a split there. 0.5 out of 10. We've got -2, -3, -10. I think the average right now is about -4 or something. Nepotism out of 10. 1 out of 10. Do you think Hamilton could have finished any higher than P9 if he qualified in top 10? It's a great question. I understand where you're coming from. I think the wins have gone in his favour. He obviously done some great stuff around the pit stops. Did it rain in the end, by the way? Did it rain in the end? Alonso out of 10. Lando might end up driver of the day. Yeah, you got Jordi Cruyff. You've also got Gaddafi. Wasn't it one of the Gaddafis played in Italy? I wonder why. But anyway, Lance Stroll has a pretty glittering career coming up, and he has some great races. I think his consistency is just not there. Like, you know, he could come out one race and do really well, but more often than not, he seems to do really badly. So, I wonder if Russell will bake it. What do you mean? What's he going to bake? Cookies. By the way, I'm gonna have a Weatherspoons breakfast. Is anyone in Europe? Are they gonna have breakfast, or is anyone having breakfast after this? Oh, it was Gasly on Ocon. It was Alpine on Alpine. Okay, I thought it was a Williams. The Alpine drama, yeah, not quite in the points. Don't know how Gasly's fallen that far back then. Did get pushed wide. Lando can't be driver of the day. It's supper for Tomo. Finley having a fry up. Josh about to have dinner. Johnson getting hungry. Reagan, what would you do if your child became a Man City supporter? That would never happen. Bacon sandwich for Johnny. Not okay having lunch. Where's Alonso? Yeah, he's still cracking on, but ain't gonna happen, Alonso. 3 laps to go. Unless there's a last lap retirement. Like Formula E, Oliver Rowland ran out of battery on the last lap and he was leading. So, we'll see. Harvester breakfast better than Weatherspoons. No, I think Harvester does a better grill. Does a better mixed grill, but doesn't do a better breakfast. Get out of here with that. Not having that. Only thing Weatherspoons doesn't do, they don't do fried toast. The toast is really basic at Weatherspoons. They just get it out of like a Hovis bag and give you some butter. Snowline, 2:40 AM. Wow, we got the dedicated fans. 3 AM for Vexian. Weatherspoons on the beach for Sharky. Wow, what do you mean Weatherspoons on the beach? What does that mean? Kai eating noodles for breakfast. Chai's having breakfast. Odie, love your stream. Habibi. Johnson, tuna sandwich. Is that tuna mayonnaise or just tuna? Johnson having a coffee. Always fun watching alongside you. Yeah, it's been fun, everyone. It's been real. And sets me up nicely for the day. I want to do some awesome content. I want to get the videos out for you. And I want them to do well. I want the videos to do well, basically. I want to be hitting 10,000 views on every video. That's my aim. So I'll be going to the studio tomorrow to shoot some more stuff in the studio. We'll do another F1 show. I'll just keep hustling, keep grinding it with your support. Oh, Guan Yu Zhou ran into the back of Kevin Magnussen, trying to overtake him on the big straight. Just got it wrong and lost his front left end plate. Bit embarrassing. Bet Kevin Magnussen wasn't too happy about that. Coffee and chocolate. Steve Brown just had dinner. 8:30 Sunday night. Hamilton memorising the McLaren Rear wing? I don't know. Pub on the coast. Is that the one in Bournemouth? The big one. The biggest Wetherspoons in the country is in Brighton or something, right? It's that one on the coast. Bacon roll for talking with trains. F1 can't go all electric because Formula E has the exclusive license for 25 years. So they can't go all electric. Bittersweet feeling for Lando, a podium but not a win. Yeah, but I think he knows he couldn't realistically have done any more. Are we going to be on the last lap? Verstappen's on the radio. I might have run over a little bit of debris. Check my tyres. Ooh! Verstappen might have run over Guan Yu Zhou's front wing. Puncture maybe? A bit of drama. By the way, Lance Stroll and Logan Sargent having a battle here. Do they both have 10-second penalties? Okay, should we do a subscriber meetup in Spain? Oh, I think London Formula E, we can do a subscriber meetup at London Formula E. Long live spoons. I went into Wetherspoons the other day and I had a big red magazine on every table that was like, we get badly reported in the press. Here's all the corrections. And I was like, bit sensitive, isn't it? A little bit sensitive. There is a chance. F1 needs to go back to straight V10s. Cameron, you never shout me out, bruh. No worries, Jerome. Man, it's been fun. It's been really fun to be here. I have a really good feeling about this day. I just have a great feeling about this day, getting a lot of stuff done, moving things in the right direction. I've been on the road a lot recently. This week I've just been all over the place, like travelling. So next week I'm not going to be travelling. So I'm just looking forward to things getting back on track before there's some stuff in May that's happening. Just creating good content that I hope people are going to enjoy. I just want to, yeah, it'd be great to have 100 likes in every video and 10,000 views. That's sort of my goal to get there. Working with some great people as well. Like the team I work with are just so good. They're so good, and they like deserve to like if all to work for them. So Max has no puncture. Okay. Thanks, Georgina Wise. Good having you with us. Thanks, Goes Bolt, Matthew Kerr, Rene. Drive. No, you don't need a lap kit because the lap count at the top, mate. It's at the top of the screen. Come to Japan. If I get invited, I will come to Japan. I'll go anywhere I get invited. There we go then. Verstappen wins, and it is Lando Norris second, Sergio Perez third. The race sort of whimpered out a little bit, but there was some genuine excitement with the two safety cars. Oh! Is that Verstappen almost losing it on the second last corner? What was he doing there? He was like wiggling around. He almost lost it. Does a big zigzag over the line. It's another win for Verstappen. You got to credit him. I don't know if you guys and girls have seen my video when I raced with Max Verstappen and he crashed into me. But, you know, you got to tip your hat, basically. The guy is a beast. And Lando Norris, fair play. He's you know, if Max Verstappen had an issue here, Lando would have won this race. And that's really all you can do. That's really all you can do. Norris, driver of the day. Who got fastest lap? Alonso got fastest lap and a bonus point. So he will get a bonus point because he was in the top 10. Oh, he's gone ahead of Russell. Why has that happened? No. That's just weird timing. Ignore that. Ignore that. Ignore that. Ignore the standings there. They're doing they're on the lap. They're on the last lap, I think. Yeah, that ain't how it's going to finish. Drive the day, Lando. No worries, Fern. Susie says we are behind you. Let's go, Lando. Totally predicted. C's off to the gym. Look at that. Chat, what are people doing? Before you head off, let us know, what are you doing today? What's your plans? What's your L plan for today? Lambdo. Thanks, Willem. Will it? Yeah, we'll see you for the next one. By the way, the next motorsport stream is going to be Formula E at Monaco next week. Live stream. Official Formula E watch along. So it will be Formula E at Monaco next week. I won't be at Monaco, I think. Unless something changes last minute. But we'll be doing that. So hopefully you come and join us for the Formula E, which is also very exciting. I think I'm just going to do the E-Prix. So it's just going to be a 1 hour stream. Like, we'll go live like 5 minutes before and we'll just watch the E-Prix. And we have like footage of the cars on screen and whatnot. Train, eat, do nothing. Research. Studying for an exam. Good luck, Rachel. Gardening. G7 and disc golf, Filmora. Very nice. I know you'll be streaming. Max saying the car is fantastic. I bet. Peter BC school camp starts tomorrow. Andy, what's the rugby? Is that rugby league then? Was that Premiership? Indy later. Is it what's going on at Indy later? Is it what's the thing at Indy? Because isn't IndyCar at Long Beach or IMSA is at Long? I don't know what's going on. WEC at Imola, right? WEC at Imola. Richard's getting a new cooker, very nice. Vlatko's looking forward to Formula E, awesome. J Teddy's installing a ceiling, good luck. Hope that stands up. No, where's Corden? Off topic, who's winning EPL? I don't really follow, since I gave up my season tickets, I don't really follow football that much. But I'd say probably Man City. Although if I understand it, if Man City lose a game, then it might become quite interesting. Kip's doing things with the kids. Suhas heading for Chinese dinner in Melbourne. I bet that is authentic. Someone's facing the wrong way. Hang on a second. There's a McLaren. I'm guessing it's Lando who's gone into the pits and is now trying to reverse out or something. Did Hulkenberg finish P10 with a penalty? I think he finished P10. Funky's finishing the rig. Yeah, Lando's gone the wrong way, I think. I think he wasn't expecting to finish on the grid, which is where they want the cars. Might get a post-race penalty for that. That'd be so Formula 1, wouldn't it? Now, where's Eshra? El Clasico tonight. Is it El Clasico? Real Madrid for the dub. The standings are there because it's just followed all the drivers going around. So, yeah, Max won. People are going to come in thinking Lando won. That's not the case. Would you to my first live stream with you? Yeah, good to hope to see you again. Welcome, Mark, as well. Kaylee Price, I'm working on my university dissertation. Thanks for this as well. I'm enjoying them. I'm new to F1 this year. Very, very awesome to hear that. I've got some videos coming out comparing Formula 1 and Formula E. I've got videos coming out on how to get into motorsport if you want to get into motorsport, like working in motorsport. How drivers work. I've got so many videos basically. So in the evenings, I'm going to be editing them. Johnson, thanks for hosting. No worries. Keenan work, an 18th birthday for my daughter, but that's a big birthday. Bash. Steve Hulkenberg getting P10 makes me happy. Got a soft spot. Yeah. Guan Yu Zhou. That's interesting. Guan Yu Zhou is pulled up on the grid as well. I guess because he's Chinese. There's not really any sporting element to that, is there? Because your boy has finished P13. But you can't begrudge him. I mean, he's in his home crowd, so... But it's another interesting one of, like... Kind of a bit WWE, isn't it? Maybe he's going to take a penalty by just... It is a bit of a weird one. Like, why is the guy in P13 pulled up on the grid? Oh, he's crying, okay. He's having a little cry. And, well, the grandstands are absolutely packed. Very inspirational for them to see a Chinese driver. Maybe I'm overthinking it. No worries, Mel. No worries, Serena. Now I think he's been told to get off the grid. But yeah, if I was him, actually, I would have done exactly the same thing. Screw the fine. You're never going to get that moment back, are you? Where your first home Grand Prix, grandstand absolutely packed. The country that you born in, grew up in. So, fair play. Actually, I respect it. I've completely changed my opinion. Screw the organisers. Isabel's off. I need some uni. It's Miami in 2 weeks. Is it 2 weeks, Miami? So are we going to be back-to-back then with Monaco formally next week and then Miami in 2 weeks? See, thousands of fans have come to Guan Yu Zhou. Let them have their moment. Yeah, I agree, actually. Breaking the rules, ironically. Right, everyone. I'm going to go have my breakfast. And I'm going to edit videos. And I might even upload something today. And, yeah, I want to get back on track with the videos. Because obviously when I'm travelling a lot, I can't really make them. I can record stuff for them. So No worries, Phil. Yeah, anyone just know if Miami is in 2 weeks? Let me actually have a look, actually. Let me just see F1 schedule, just so I can confirm. F1 schedule. Miami is on the 5th of May. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So we're going to be back-to-back. Formula E next weekend. Formula 1 weekend after that. Should be fun. But yeah, thanks everyone. I'm not going to hang around because we've all got stuff to do, don't we? We're all busy people. Where's my stream? Oh, God. I've lost it. Oh, here we go. We're all busy people. We've all got stuff to do. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for the likes. Maybe we can tip over to 600 just before we before it goes public on the stream. And yeah, I will be back live streaming Motorsport next weekend, Formula E, Monaco, and then for Formula 1 the weekend after at Miami, which was an interesting race last year from our perspective, if you remember. So we'll see. But yeah, thanks a lot, everyone. Lots of stuff coming on the channel, and I will see you next time. Have a very good Sunday.